without the possibility of evil. It's something like that, in that maybe a man is better when he's a dangerous man who's being good than he would be if he was just a good man who wasn't capable of being dangerous. And I believe that because the best men that I've ever met are very dangerous men. You don't mess with them.
Yeah.
So, and you know that as soon as you meet them.
Yo, 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 this is Big Boss from Oakland, California. You know what it is. Like, subscribe, share the Big Boss Real Talk YouTube channel. Okanda. Big Boss leaning from Oakland, California. Cooking with that gasoline. How you guys doing tonight?
Who do the hiring and the firing? That's the boss. Who the man in Oakland? That's the boss. Lame talk, oh man, not the boss. Biggity Wiggity Bossy with the sauce. Travel bros catching flight, not for love. Bossy up in here to bust it up. Bub. Talking dirty, you don't like it, hit the tub. TLC, keep it pock. I'm a thug. Real talk over here. We don't feel y'all. No. Real soft, pillow whisper, that's that squeal talk. Woo. I don't feel y'all, dog, like you real lost. Too much imitation talking, get you peeled off. Yeah, Big Boss leany. He shrimp linguine. You never see me disappear like Houdini. Don't call me for no favors, less it's real talk. Straight up out of Oakland, that's that Big Boss. Who
Bay Area, like that.
Who the man in Oakland? That's the boss. Lame talk, oh man. Boss. Biggity Wiggity Bossy with the sauce.
Bay Area, like that. Tell the people, tell the people. Big Boss is back. Big Bossy cooking with what? Gasoline, fire content. How you guys doing tonight? You know what it is. You see the title, you see the thumbnail, you see who I have in the building. Where's Chuck? Shout out to Where's Chuck, a YouTuber I met earlier this year in Mexico with Flyboy Way. Shout out to Flyboy Way. I met Where's Chuck in Mexico. Good dude, all around dude. Started his channel. His channel is taking off. And the whole thing about Chuck, you never know where Chuck is, man. As far as I know, he's retired. Now he's all over the world. He's globe-trotting here and there, building up his YouTube channel. I want you guys to put your hands together for Where's Chuck in the building. Yo.
Hey.
Hello,
the Big Boss.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
man. It's always good to be in your company, Big Boss. Always, man. You got the great spirit. Thanks for having me around today, man. What's going on with you?
Nothing much, man. I'm glad we was just able to make this happen. The struggles of YouTubing, and
Yes.
struggle streaming, and especially when you have your guest is on the other side of the world, trying to correlate everything. So we was able to make it happen, man. Brother's gonna work it out. Mr. Where's Chuck? Where's Chuck? Where's Chuck? I have to ask you, man. It might be a dead giveaway from the title and the thumbnail. Where is Chuck right now?
Hey, that's a good question. That's a good question. Like you said, I heard you say, man, you never know where I am. But right now, we're coming through Thailand, and yes, I've been to Chiang Mai, I've been to Pattaya, and right now I'm in Phuket. I'm in Patong Beach right now, right next to Kamala Beach. And so we're in Patong, which is on the west side of Thailand, almost opposite of Pattaya right now at this time. So we're having a good time. It's beach. Now, keep in mind, this is real beach. So it's quite a nice beach area. And right now we're in high season, so it's kind of really picking up with some tourists. A nice place to be right now. I'm really enjoying it. Have you ever been here?
Yes, sir. I've been there one time on my second to last trip. So I've been to
Yes,
Thailand. I've been to Thailand 3 times. Um, so it was on my second time. The first time I went to Thailand
yes,
was high season. You spoke on high season. It was
yes,
November 2019, right before the pandemic. Plan
yes,
to go back for the Songkran at April 2020. Never
yes.
happened because you know what? So yeah, I went in November 2019, and my second time was earlier this year in the summer, June, July. I went
Yeah, I
June,
think I remember.
right?
Yeah, I remember.
When I went June, July, I started off my Thailand trip in Phuket.
Right. And I think he was traveling with another team of guys, and they were over in Pattaya when you was over in Phuket, and then you was over in Pattaya when they was over in Phuket.
Yep.
Yes, yes, yeah, I
Shout out,
remember that.
shout out to Richie Rich Roll the Tape and Brand Jor. Yeah, they
That's
and they
right.
they kind of did that on a fluke because there was no
Yes,
mention. It was no mention of them really going to Phuket. But shout out to the copycatters. Hey, they figured they flew that far. They might as well see what's going on, and they smart enough to know
yes,
if boss go there, they knew
yes.
that it was something going on. So.
Something's happening.
Something
That's right.
if boss goes, something happening. So I only did about 4 days in Phuket, and then I went
Yes,
to Bangkok. I stayed overnight in Bangkok and went down to
yes,
Pattaya, and I did the rest of my time at Pattaya.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So man, so about how long now? How long have you been in Thailand? Period.
I've been in Thailand ever since September. Yeah, September 1st. So September, and I'm going to different cities and staying maybe a month at a time. So that's that slow travel. You know what that is. And
Yeah.
so 1 month, September, I was in Chiang Mai. Second month, Pattaya, that was October. Right now, third month, Phuket, my birthday month, your birthday, Scorpio birthday month, yours in October, mine's in November. I'm
Okay.
right here in Phuthong. So that's 1 month and 1 month at a time that I'm traveling, just going
Wow.
slow, just showing up, and that's why that I'm not. My content is not going to always show me all the time out. I actually acclimate into the city. I know the lady, the laundry lady. I know the lady who cooks my food down the street. These are the people that I'm meeting because I'm staying for 30 days at a time, not just 6 or 7 days at a time.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I hear you. Well, I know everybody don't want to be on camera, and I get that, and you got to be respectful of that. But
Yeah.
Mister 30 days at a time, to me, it seemed like it gives you more time to film while you're somewhere 30 days at a time. You're not
It
rushed.
really, it really does. There's really no excuse. You have so much time to really film the things that you're really trying to film. That is correct. That is correct. But I guess my point I was making is that when the brothers come over and they might have a week's time, they more power packed, man. They go to 808, they go straight to the club, they make it happen. And I just meant that I could still make it happen, but I have a slower approach, because I can still go out on a Tuesday or a Wednesday throughout the
Right.
week.
Must be nice. Must be nice. That's the one aspect, the one piece of the puzzle. Even boss is not there yet because I'm not retired from my job. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So Chiang Mai, huh? Chiang Mai for a month in September.
Yes,
Pattaya 1 month in October.
yes,
Now you're doing a month in Phuket. So
right.
so for the Phuket, how long have you been in Phuket? Was it like on the first? You've been there like 2 weeks. How long have you been in Phuket now?
Yeah, it was right on the first. So I've been here for like today is like what's the 19th or what's today the 18th, 19th, I think,
Yeah.
20th. So I've been 20 days here. And
Okay.
yes, only got 10 days, got 10 days to go. And I'm pulling out for my next destination in 10 more days.
All right. Well, you don't have to tell us because the whole thing is where's Chuck. That could be the next
Absolutely.
show. I have you
Absolutely.
on again. Where is
Yes.
Chuck? Where
There
is
you
Chuck?
go.
Name of the channel. Where's Chuck, man? Where is Chuck? That's what's up.
Yeah,
So, mm-hmm.
yeah, work my title name works as a mystery. Like, hey, when I need to hide, when I need to hide and not be there, I can be like, yeah, I was gone. I was like, where's Chuck? But if I need to be there, be somewhere, I can be like, where's Chuck? Hey, boom, there he is, right there. So I try to work it both ways.
You're going to be the black. Where's Wardo? Where's Wardo?
yeah, absolutely.
Just white shirt, big glasses, and the beanie. Where's Wardo at? That's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Hey, but it's starting to happen, man. I'm starting to put some countries under my belt here, man. So and another thing is that my nephews are watching me back home too, and that's very important to me because they're the ones that's really watching. I'm trying to build my brand and build my channel, but in real life, man, my nephews and nieces are the ones who's really my number one membership crew. And they're really watching me. So I just try to get out there for them and show them that you can really travel, and you can really move around the world.
Absolutely. And the thing is, to travel, it takes, some type of money, some type of resources, right?
Yes.
So the thing I'm going to say, like, one reason why I wish I would have traveled sooner in life, if I would have traveled sooner in life, saw how fun it was and the opportunities, I know for 1,000%, soon as I came back to the States, my thinking would have been different. My thinking is different now. So if I would have had the same kind of mind frame in my 20s or even 30s, shout out to the youngster Austin Holloman, I would have did something very similar. I would have tried to move heaven and earth to change my situation to make it to where I can live overseas or be overseas at an extended amount of time. But again, like I say, unfortunately, you don't know what you don't know when you don't expose yourself, right?
That is correct.
Inside this box, you're inside this cube, you're on a plantation, if you will. You're in the matrix. A lot of times we call America USA. We call it the Matrix, like the movie. When you're in the Matrix, sometimes you don't know you're in the Matrix. You don't know.
Correct.
You don't know until you get out and you see it's the other part of the world and there's other things you can do. And when you come back to the Matrix, you'll try to figure anything out how you can escape the Matrix, to borrow a tailor-made dream. So I wish I would have traveled at a younger age. If I'd have traveled at a younger age, it would have opened up my mind. I know it would have shifted my thinking to try to break out. But as it is what it is. So that's good that you're doing that and you're showing it for the young people like your nephew and nieces. And again, shout out to Austin Holloman, young man, 23, who gets it at a young age, went overseas to Brazil, came back. He broke out the Matrix at an early age and went for it. So that's real good. This new generation, hopefully we can wake up the new generation and they can have more options.
And that's exactly what I think that you're doing with your brand and your channel is that, and Austin is certainly leading the pack, but man, we're trying to wake up that next generation and let them know that these are the steps that you can take right now and position yourself. Like you said, I come from a travel background when I was younger, so I did have a little bit of that in my, I got the flavor. But because I had to adapt so strong to the States, I had to earn my stripes too somewhere, to get myself finished, to get myself retired or something. I had to get in there. So many days inside the United States in the Matrix, hey, I'm grinding it out. And I'm hoping, I get back to my travel if I can. But it was looking rough there for a minute. So you're right. You're right. When you get that travel, it's going to give you an option. And it will change your thinking, allow you to set up a different game plan. And even towards the end, like how I came up to my retirement, I luckily stepped in and stepped into some nice steps and followed really the energy of the YouTube passport bros. And they helped me make my steps correct, but I was ready to go. I was going to come either way. But the point I'm making is that others can watch us now and they can make solid steps.
Right.
solid steps along with their retirement. They can say, hey, man, I know that I'm going to travel out. I know I'm going to start setting up a residence somewhere else. I know I am. It's not a possibility, but I know I'm going to set up a residence somewhere overseas when I retire, or, when I get up enough cash to start doing so. This is a different shift of the mindset right here.
Yeah.
And I believe in the future, they're going to just be snapping and having other places like, yeah, man, we're going to Thailand. We got a condo there. We got a place there. My passport bros back in the day, they told me, man, invest. We got a place there now, and come on, let's go.
Let's
So
go.
the future looks bright. I do believe as we inspire, like I say, in my case, my nieces and nephews, but we inspire the young men, especially for in our category, to come on out here. I think that they're going to have quite a nice road map to follow
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
we continue to do this work. Yes,
Continue doing the work, blazing the trail. And
yes, yes,
yeah, that's the main thing is the next generation. But
yes,
not to leave our fellow old heads behind. It's hope for them too. That's the
yes,
beautiful thing about travel. There
yes,
is hope for you,
yes,
but the thing is, in reality, there are prerequisites that got to be set up. Your money, your finances have to be right, um,
yes,
both at
yes.
home and overseas. So that's
That's
why
correct.
it takes some sort of pre-planning, you know,
Yes,
some type of repositioning your
yes.
resources to be able to do it. And so
Mhm.
that's the whole thing. Like, just get it in your mind already, and then you have that 6 months or a year or 2-3 years or whatever to before you make that leap. You get your
Yes,
money in order to allow you to do that.
yes. And it's funny you say that because with my brand right now, I wanted to fine tune, sit in my niche a little better. And it took me some time, Big Boss, to find exactly what my niche was going to be. But I do want to tell you, based on what you're saying right now, that Where's Chuck channel is now featuring more in depth coverage of men's health, men's finance, food and beverage while traveling. Now we know what we're doing. We know where we're at now. We're going to feature issues on health and at finance, which you're speaking of right now. We're going to feature articles on that so they can start putting things in place. Now with our channel and others, they can really lock down some areas. Health insurance, finance, ways to have other residents in other places, ways to have resources in other places, and food and beverage. Because we're traveling all over the place. I noticed that it's very important that you still got to watch your food and beverage as you travel here. Because for me in particular, I love to, I'm older now, but man, I can't just eat anything. And every time I go somewhere, I got to kind of change a little bit on my diet that I'm eating. That carbs and the rice and noodles might be featured in Chiang Mai.
Yeah,
The bread and that masa might be featured in Mexico and Playa del Carmen. And so, in Colombia, they got that cornmeal and they got some other things happening. So you got to kind of watch that also and work out some food and beverage options so you can be healthy while you're traveling. So these issues that you're speaking of, I want to let you know that at the Where's Chuck channel, we're fine tuning those as it relates to health, finance, food and beverage while traveling.
that's what's up. Yeah, I saw that. I was going through your page, going through your channel. By the way, he has a great channel, and the whole reason of this, if you guys to subscribe to his channel, that's the channel's name right there. Where's Chuck? Make sure you guys subscribe to Where's Chuck. And some of the latest videos you just put out, you was emphasizing that. You said you really is going to start showcasing the health aspect, being
Yes,
healthy while traveling. Healthy meals or whatnot, and then the
yes,
food and beverage, and as well as the finance. Yeah, because like they say, health is wealth. So, and
yes,
you need both if you're going to be traveling overseas. You're going to need some type of wealth. You don't have to be rich, but you're going to need some kind of money, you need resources, and you're going to have to be healthy, man. You're going to have to be healthy. Going to these different places, different climates, eating different food, different elevations, all kind of things like that. And as far as health, from a physical aspect with food and air and exercise or whatever, also, personal safety, so, because we know that unfortunately, especially if we go from headlines, some countries and cities and countries right now tend to be more safer than others, at least for right now. So you gotta have your head on the swivel, do a little bit of research, reach out, learn some things, get to know your surroundings so you can be physically safe when you're in these countries too. And again, some countries get good marks for being a little more safer than average than others. Like Thailand. Thailand is very safe, very low crime.
It really is.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying that, Big Boss. I'm enjoying that because we're both from some real cities. You holding down Oakland right now, so we all know, and so we understand. But man, it's a relaxed mode when I don't have my full. I mean, I'm still alert, but I don't have my full matrix security. It's not in effect every 5 minutes right here. I'm not lacking, but I'm just can relax just a bit, because man, when you're back in that matrix, I don't care whether you're from Oakland or Atlanta. You gotta hold it down, man. Things can be going on.
Oakland, Atlanta, Brooklyn, that's all about the same. This is
it's all about the same.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. Thailand gets real good marks for being very safe. Very safe.
Real good marks. I was talking to some friends of mine yesterday, even some people who live in Thailand, some other people who were traveling here. Yeah, the safety part, none of them had any daily concerns. They didn't have any daily concerns. And I want to say this, I didn't have any daily concerns either. And I also had some valuables back in the room. And I thought, when I'm in Colombia, when I'm in Mexico, when I'm in wherever I'm at, I'm still thinking, man, let's make sure we're secure because I'm in a new country. But even at the room level, I'm still feeling very safe. My items are here. My people are here. It's very rare that somebody would have came in and broke in to where's Chuck's room and rambled through his stuff. It's just too rare. It can happen, but it's just rare. So that's what
very
we're
rare.
saying.
Probably one out of 1,000 or less. Right. Yeah, because we know some countries that it is still good practice overall. It's still good practice, but in some countries, it's a necessity that you put everything not tied down in the safe.
Yes.
You put everything in the safe. You leave nothing out.
Correct.
Shout out to the DR Dominican Republic, South Sua. We have a term for that called Chica proof. Chica proof your
Chica
room.
proof, yeah, exactly.
You're gonna have guests. You're gonna have guests in, whether the young ladies or not. You're gonna have the guest in. Make sure before you have your guest in, put everything in the safe that's not nailed down. Because
that's right.
Kleptomaniac would pick up anything. So you really have to Chica proof. And again, not to beat up on the DR Dominican Republic South Sua, because a lot of places are like that, and human nature is human nature. So it is good to take precautions and put up your valuables. But for the most part, 99.99% in Thailand, you don't seem to have to do that.
Yep.
It's been my experience.
No,
everyone I talk to says the same thing. From the veterans who've been there for years and years, from the newbies, it's all about the same. In Thailand, it is very safe, crime-wise, and even at the room level, you don't have to worry. It's
still pretty safe.
It's still safe. It is what it is.
Well, I'm telling you, and I don't mean to be all, super personal, but I'm talking to the big boss. Who I'm talking to, the big boss right here. So either way,
Boss.
man,
Oh man.
hey, I had some people in my room just recently tonight,
Okay.
and
What's
I got
up?
to tell you the truth. I kind of messed up because I remembered this late, but man, I had some valuables right there. Man, they cleaned up my place and didn't even think about taking nothing. They they
That's
they
right.
actually they cleaned up and didn't think of taking nothing. Let me say it again. I
Yeah.
said that once.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, wow.
You
I
talking to I'm a three-time Thailand guy, only 3 times.
exactly,
And
exactly.
that's been
You know
my
what I'm talking
experience.
about.
They
Yes,
come in, not only do they not steal, they will start cleaning up and rearranging
yes,
stuff and
yeah,
and, and,
yeah,
and, and taking out the trash and just straightening up. I mean, like,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
That
It's
treat
wow. That's a
that
wow.
treat
That's just a wow.
guys
Hey,
don't understand what guys who haven't been, they don't understand what we're talking about.
yeah,
And like I
yeah,
was
sweet.
saying before in another stream, I believe when I had you're talking about condos and stuff too. Shout out to
Yeah,
Time to Retire 22. Time to Retire
yes,
22.
yes,
Excellent guy,
yeah,
YouTuber, but he is the hookup on condominiums. If you want condos in Thailand, whether it's Pattaya or anywhere else in Thailand, Time to Retire is the guy to go through for condos. Me and him
yes,
was me and him was speaking on the same thing. Whereas like the safety, the basically the cooperation, the peacefulness of
yes,
Thailand, and like I was
yes,
saying to him, in some ways it's hard to describe it, and guys just have to go to experience themselves. When
yes,
you're talking about the level of ease,
yes,
and comfort, and like you say, not having your head on a swivel all the
yes,
time, you know,
yes,
that elevates your trip on top of whatever activities or fun that you have and enjoyments you have. That extra bit of peace, that peace that passes all understanding, that's hard
yes,
to tell guys. And so some guys kind of just don't get it, kind of one dimensional. you know
yes,
how how do the women look? And that's the biggest draw for a lot of us. How do the women look? Are the women this cute or this and that? Yeah, they're there. The party is there. The turn up is there.
mm-hmm,
The low prices for a lot of things are there. But
yes.
also, let me tell you, the peace. I
Oh
mean,
man,
you're not used. I'm gonna tell you, you're not used. The average person, especially black man from the States, you're not used to that type of peace. Do
that's
you
right.
see, do you see how jovial and happy? Shout out to Richie Mack, Zoom to Thailand B. Yeah, he's a good person. He's a happy person. He's a good spirit already. But do you see
Yes,
how happy Zoom to Thailand is? Do you see how calm and peaceful Chocolate Man in Thailand is? Look at any of your Thailand YouTubers. Do you notice how they're so? Shout out to
it's
General
calm.
Taylor Made Dreams. Taylor Made Dream. You can see it
Yes,
if you're observant. You can see Taylor Made Dreams now. The General, man, he has a
yeah,
whole nother vibe, energy now that he's long
that's right.
time in Thailand. So
That's right.
these are some of the things that it is a little hard to quantify and explain, and guys just have to experience for themselves, or not, or not.
Yeah, it's very difficult to understand because you're almost embarrassed because we've been putting up with a lot of other things. Maybe you're going to say to yourself, "Wow, I'm wondering if I should have been putting up with all of these things here. If indeed I can come to Thailand and they can treat me like this, what in the world am I really putting myself through there?" The thought will come to you at
All
some
right.
point.
What have I been
It'll
doing
come
all
to
my
you.
life?
What have I been doing? And I got to tell you, I got some Thai friends. They so down to earth. And if you think they're putting on, they're not. They're cool enough. They're cool enough to meet you where you are. And yes, they're just as cool as any Matrix friends you got. And so therefore, the opportunity to find a peaceful place is still here. Don't think it's not available. It's still here. And so, Big Boss, you've been on that plane 3 times. You got to take the plane ride to get here. But other than the plane ride, it is doable. It is doable for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
How'd you enjoy your last visit here while you was here, man? You came through. You blew up the whole town. You even went out to the village, man. How was it?
Man, I did it in big boss fashion. It was I had to make up for lost time for my second trip. My second trip. Now here's the thing, and here's the thing. Everything happens for a reason, especially to the big bossy boss in the universe. But my
Yes.
second trip, it was good, but it's the trip. So being that on my second trip, when I came in the summer, when I came June, July, when they still basically had the tail end of the Thailand pass, and I went through that,
Yes.
I wanted to hit up Phuket, where you're at right now, and I said, you know
Yes.
what? Let me do it on the front part of my trip versus the back part of my trip. And in a way, I'm glad I did. I got out the way. I did 4 days Phuket. I went to the islands. I did the island tour. I did the James Bond island tour. We went to 4 islands, the
Yeah, you did.
the Muslim floating village. The video's up on my page. People are not really checking for those videos, but it's up there. I did the Phuket for 4 days, then
Yes.
Bangkok for one night, then Pattaya, and the rest of
Yes.
my time in Pattaya. But I don't know. Well, I know one thing that kind of threw a monkey wrench in my second trip in the summer
Yes.
is I got a weird cold. I got like some kind of flu. It wasn't the big C. It wasn't COVID, but I got like a flu when I left Phuket, and so it kind of threw a monkey wrench in my game plan when I got to Pattaya, and so
I got you.
I wasn't
I got you.
I wasn't able to do Pattaya the way I wanted to, but
Uh-huh.
but I also end up hooking up with a woman,
Yeah.
Miss Thumper. So
Yes.
so
Real good
that's why,
people.
yeah, that's why it looked the way it did, and people, boss, you was boo loving. Hey man, I got sick, and I couldn't do the big boss thing for the most part. So
Right.
this time, but that was a trip. So on my third time, which was just a few weeks ago, I just went October and came back November 8th. So I've been back about a
Yeah.
week and a half. Not even full 2 weeks yet. I've been back. This third
Yes.
time, even though I have met a new friend, Miss Thumper, I had, a man is a man. And I had to tell her that, look, I got to make up for lost time. That last trip, if you thought that last trip was something, oh man, boss, boss, boss. So,
Yes.
so she
Oh,
did.
I see exactly. I
So
see
she
what you're
did
saying
say.
now.
He did say on the last trip, on the second trip, I'm going back and forth. When I left on my second trip, she was like, when I come again, she would like me to go to her village. She threw it out there, and I was like, we'll see. So I used that. So this time I was like, check this out. I'm here for 2 weeks. So I need 1 week to be me, to be bossy boss
Yes.
butterfly, to be butterfly boss.
Yes.
If I get 1 week to run through Pattaya, the second week I spend some time in your village. So
Right.
that's how that worked out. Because in a way, I did have to redeem myself. I mean, I am the boss, boss, boss. And
Right.
boy, did I. Man,
There you go.
I painted that town red. I went
Oh
through there.
man, there you
I
go.
went I went through Pattaya in 1 week. I ran it up. And a man to my word, after about a week in Pattaya, I said, all right, Miss Thumper, let's go to your village. So
Right.
I did both. I did the single
Ah,
guy bachelor
it was pretty
butterfly
cool.
thing. Yeah, I did the single guy butterfly thing. And then for
Yeah.
my last few days in Pattaya, in Thailand, I went out to the village.
Hey, I thought it was pretty cool. You know what I mean? I think that's a new little trend right there because what you're doing is, hey, we still out here doing, we still here, on the streets doing our thing, man, throwing down hard, but we still a part of the Thailand fabric also. So
Right.
we can make some long lasting relationships also, as we can still throw down really hard and hang out. We can blend in with this, and that's what you was doing. That's what I'm doing. I got some people also. Man, I'm up in there. I'm part of. I'm not part of the family, but I'm part of the neighborhood up in there now.
Right.
We and
They're
so
very,
we're
and
building.
I already know the Thai people are very embracing. Like I
Yes,
saw
yes,
it's like that. It's like that. Even in some of the big cities, but the big cities still a big city. So Bangkok, Pattaya, even Phuket,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
they're they're welcoming and embracing. Dude, that
Yes, they
goes for
are.
like times 10. Of course, you would think when you go to the villages in the province. Man,
Yes,
I
yes.
felt like one of the village people down there.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you did good. You did good. You was in there, and they accept you. It's just a feeling. You know what I mean? It's just a feeling. One is a community feeling, and one is a man of the world feeling. International with the passport, we do our thing. We coming in town. We're gonna tear things up. We can roll out, but also we could come in and we could be a part of the fabric, meet some people, meet a family. So when you
Yeah,
told me you were doing both, I got to tell you, man, I'm throwing a thumbs up for that. I thought it was a great blend of both worlds right there. It was a great blend. I was also hoping the brother could see that. I was hoping the brothers could see that also, because I was near. I was on the same program. You know what I mean? I got my people. I'm my new Thai family. But they was also like, yeah, man, you on tour, bro. So I know you gotta go to Platinum. They said, I know.
yeah,
And they really cool with me though. They was like, yeah, but you going through Platinum. You gonna get some, man. And you gonna
yeah,
go through Patong too. So just
yeah.
remember us. I was like, no, I'm down with y'all. I'm with it.
Right.
I'm with it.
I'm with it.
You
I
you
can
ex-
do
you
both.
accept
You said
you
I'm wearing
accepted me.
sweat. You said I can walk
Yeah,
and
I'm
chew
wearing
bubble
stuff.
gum.
You accepted me.
You said I could walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. I'm
Exactly.
not one dimensional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can dribble with both hands. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know
Yeah.
that's what people got to understand that it's not just one thing.
No. No,
Yeah,
it isn't.
a lot of time it is that thing, but it ain't just that by itself.
No.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
aspects that go into it.
Yeah, I'm thankful for you to bring that up, because it's not just one thing. That's the whole thing. Let's open this up and let's build, because it is one important thing. But from there, man, you have the opportunity to open up from there. So show your class and show your culture by, hey, highlight one thing, but make it shine. By accenting with some other things. You
Right.
know, keeping the lines of communications open for later opportunities. But yeah, man,
Absolutely.
I never thought I would love Thailand as much, man. If you see me, man, I'm kind of quiet because I just love it so much. I think I live here, I think I'm from here. So yeah, I do love Thailand so much. But I'm impressed the way you come over here. That's your third trip. People are watching you. And so you're going to be very influential in getting some other people to come over here, which I think some other people should come over here. So let me throw up my flag and say, yes, if you're thinking about Thailand, hey, I think it's a great opportunity to come over and learn some new things. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Very, very, very. Like I
Yeah.
say, so on the thumbnail, I made sure I put that airplane up there.
I
Um,
see it. I'm looking at it right now.
right
Yeah.
now,
When I was
yeah,
talking to
yeah,
you.
that plane, yeah, ain't no joke. Like that one thing right
No,
there
that's it.
ain't no joke. So
No,
like,
that's it.
and like again, so where do you hail from in the States?
Well, that's the funniest thing, That's the thing, because I'm from a military background, and so therefore I traveled 1 year to all the cities. So, man, to tell you the truth, I didn't even find a city until I was 14 or in ninth grade, and I moved into Maryland,
Okay,
where I started being somewhere more than 1 year. So, to tell you the truth, man, I'm from 15 cities in the states. It's the best way I can tell you. But I've been
wow,
a lot of times in Baltimore,
wow.
Washington D.C., and Columbia, Maryland. I spent most of my time there. But
Divided.
believe me, I'm from Houston and Miami and Atlanta and Charlotte and New York and Philly and Denver and San Diego. And so it's
Wow.
all in there. It's all in there.
That's all. That's all in the DNA of Where's Chuck. So even
Yeah,
so,
because
even your American Matrix lifestyle early on was all over the place. So you really are
yes.
Where's Chuck.
It really is, man. It really is now. Now we're hoping the Where's Chuck brand team is hoping that we're going to be able to encapsulate this at some point. But see, I had to really. It was a lot to grab. It wasn't as easy. It was a lot to grab because it was all in the Where's Chuck. Where even my birthplace in Tokyo till now, I'm trying to introduce myself from all of these different places.
Mm,
I got friends in damn near 16 cities. It's just hard. And each
mm.
one of them don't really appreciate me being like, where's Chuck? Like, where the hell are you going now? One of my buddies told me that yesterday. He thought I was still in Mexico. Here I am in Thailand. It was hard for him to understand. But it's okay. The point I'm trying to make is that I do have Tokyo, Japan back on the list at some point
Okay.
to say return to Tokyo.
Full
So
circle.
full circle. So let that be the time that I allows me to try to get myself into a base mode so I can get this thing together. Because other than that, bro, I've been to a new city damn near every year.
Wow.
Damn
That's
near for real in real life. Damn near every year, man. I'm in another city.
another
Really,
shit.
man. And I
Wow.
can move to a city so easily. It's nothing. But even now I'm in Southeast Asia and I'm already in 4 cities, getting ready to be 5. Look how quickly they count. Look, I'm over here on a whole nother side of the earth, and I'm still at it. Chiang Mai, Bangkok, Pattaya, Patong, and we're off. So hopefully once I get to Tokyo, I'm gonna try to alpha omega. What was in the beginning is in the end. I'm gonna try to get a base point right there. I'm gonna try to get a base point.
Trying to
Other
get a
than that,
base.
man, the travel is still on, boy. Let me tell you.
Where's Chuck? Literally,
Where's Chuck?
for real, in real
For real,
life,
for real.
for
Yeah,
real, in real life. Where's Chuck? All over the
yeah,
place. Hey,
yeah,
but you
man.
know what? It goes with the brand. It goes with your
Yes, man.
story. It goes with
Yes,
your
it does.
why. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's what I'm saying. On my Patreon, I'm starting with my whole life story to try to make sense of it. I won't bring that to YouTube, but if you really feel me and a part of my membership and my family, then I'm going to show you my whole story, which kind of can make more sense and bring me up to speed to where I am now. And then you can say, oh, well, really, it is a Where's Chuck background.
Where's Chuck?
It just took
Like,
us
brother,
just
do
taking
you
those.
know where you at? I think.
Do you know where you're at?
Right. Wow, that's what's up, man. That's the life. Hey, you know what I'm saying? There's more than one way to skin a cat. And like I
It's
say,
one way.
you are
Yes.
retired. You are retired now from the regular 9 to 5 type work. You don't got to tell me the exact job, but what industry were you in when you were working 9 to 5?
Oh, clearly, man. I was a club man ever since the beginning of the 80s
Okay.
until the end when I worked in nightclubs, the popular nightclubs in DC and Baltimore in the 80s with the
Okay.
old gangster guys.
Uh-oh.
And all the way up until 2 years ago when I worked at Mercedes Benz in Atlanta, I'm still pouring drinks and running nightclubs. That's
Okay.
my whole game. That's my whole game. I've been in a club every night. Back in the club is where you find me. Like
Oh
Biggie Smalls
man,
used
back in the club is where you from. Man, oh man. How do I not? Boss. How do I not know that bar? Back in the
to.
club is
Yeah,
where you.
man. Oh man, it's just every night I've been in a nightclub. But it was very safe for me because I made it. I mean, a lot of stuff happened at a nightclub. I'm not gonna go through all of that, but as
I
a
know.
bartender, I,
Bouncer,
I was
bouncer, security.
and bouncer. Come on,
For
so
20,
you already
for
know.
20 plus years
Yeah.
in the
Uh,
nightclub setting.
See, and that's why I was speaking to you last night about that. That's what I meant, like your current job and your bouncer job. I know who you are because it's very close to the you know, when you're bouncing, I'm at the bar. We do the same work on these nights. That's what we do. And so I've been in many nightclubs and many a night. That's all I can tell you. And from behind the bar, I have become, you know, it became safe for me. From behind the bar, I could command what I needed on any bar in any city. You know, the people would respect me, even if it was my first shift. And I'll be like, yo, we don't do that here in this club, especially in this room where I'm at. This
Yep.
VIP. Hey, they would all bow down like that's a real mix out, that's a real bartender club man just spoke. Everybody recognized. And so I'm good in the nightclub from
That's,
top to bottom.
that's what's up. That's
From
what's
top
up.
to bottom. Now back in the 80s now, uh you know, that's when some of the club owners, you know, those drug boys, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and they was making it happen on the streets. But these were some cool cats, and most of those guys were my employers, you know, because so they had the nightclubs. So
Right,
even if
exactly.
I
Yeah,
even if I come into a new
clean money.
city, I'm
That's where they had the clean money, the laundered money. Yeah,
there. You go,
yeah,
there you go.
exactly. You had the same
So
thing out
even
here in the Bay.
yes,
Clubs,
yeah,
different little restaurants. Yeah, you know the drug
yes,
boys that they buy these
yeah,
places. Yeah, they produce rappers and stuff like that. They be the
yes.
executive producer. Yeah,
So you can clean that up right there.
clean that
So
money
yeah,
up.
nightclub work was what I did, and don't get me wrong, I worked for high level caterers also.
Okay,
So you know, I work for so I do all the pinky out wine lists from around the world. I can do a restaurant wine list also, so I can set up a bar in any big time restaurant, and I
okay,
mean 5 star,
okay.
and I can organize the wine list and you know, liquor and drinks. And man, I'm one of the best bartenders in the game, so
Hey,
I'm very good. I'm very good though, brother. I don't usually brag on my own self, but only when I'm on that bar,
uh-huh.
bruh.
It
Oh,
is what it
bruh.
is, man. Say it.
Oh,
Say
bruh,
it, man.
bruh. You got, bruh. When I'm on that
You ain't
bar, I'm
bragging, it's
behind
the
that
truth,
bar.
baby.
Yes, man. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I have no problems telling everybody that. I even tell my club owners, bruh, y'all don't even have to come to work. I got it. I'm up here in VIP just to go do something. I'm good. And they be like, well, don't you need? No, I'm good. I got this. They be like, yo, those are our best 5 star customers. They said, man, yeah, I got that. It's all good.
Mm, it's all
So
good.
so I love the club business. I kind of miss it, but yeah, I worked
Mm,
hard. But big boss, I got to tell you,
what's up?
in the club business, we only working part time. It's maybe 6 hours. I wasn't really trying to, you know, I had a little system where I wasn't trying to work all super full time every single night. So that was a bit of little play there. I wanted a part time job. So I retired on a part time job. Let's say that. But I did work for the federal government for a couple of years and legitimized it. But mostly it was in the club.
Mostly it's in the club. And the most
Hell
important
yeah.
thing, you wouldn't have retired if you couldn't have retired. So
Yes. Yes.
working part-time in the club industry and the time you did with the federal government,
Yes.
you seem like you were at least halfway smart about your money and your resources and your nest egg
Yes.
to allow
Yes.
you to be able to step off from that.
That is correct. Because usually that part-time bartending is not the type of career that you want to tell people about that really gets you there. So that might have been an old school thing because those clubs were big back in the 80s, 90s. Now
Right.
we might not do it that way. But
Exactly.
for me, the combination did work, because I'm so thankful to be retired. That's the only other part, Big Boss, and I know what you're saying. You're already ready, but the other part is being retired, man. When you just you get some money to keep you going, and even me with my budget, you could see that I can hang out here around the world. I can get it. I can make it happen. I can get around.
Exactly.
It,
Absolutely.
it, it's not a pow. It's not at some retirements are up here. It's not the most powerful retirement. Some retirements are here. Either way, it's a retirement.
Hey,
That's the key.
you
That's the
know,
key.
I'm gonna say this: it's a better retirement than the ultimate retirement. Hello,
There you go. There you go. And so if you,
R.I.P.
that's
to the
right.
brother Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
Rest in
retired.
peace.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's
So it's
correct.
that.
That's
So
correct.
yeah, could you go, push it 5 more years, 7 more years, so you can get a higher percentage of this and that? Brother, you might not make it 5, 7 more years.
Thank you. Thank you. There
At,
you go,
at,
big
at,
boss.
at an older advanced age, with everything
That's
that's
correct.
going on, with all kind
That
of
is
health.
correct.
And a lot of times, and this still comes back to health and having and making our own decisions and being responsible for it. Like, there's
Yes.
ways you can get around it when you're in the States, when you buy organic and you try to eat clean and exercise and yada yada yada. But
Yes.
overall, I'm still gonna say overall, generally, the food is not super healthy here in the States, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and say
Right.
it. Now,
That's right.
because of that, the onus is on us to make
Yes.
smarter decisions. When we
Yes.
go shopping, we have to be more circumspect. We have to try to buy organic. We have to try to eat cleaner on our own. The
Yes.
responsibility is still ours, but
Yes.
generally, standard American diet, all the
Mm-hmm.
preservatives in the food, the chemicals in the food, the GMOs in food, all the financial incentives for them to put these stuff in food. A lot of stuff is not very healthy here in the States. And you see that when you go to some of these other countries
That's
where
right.
the food is more natural, is more
That's
organic,
right.
is more
That's
healthy.
right.
You can look at the population of that country and you can see that they don't have the health issues from their food, from the national
That's right.
food source. So even on a micro level on that, it's so many different levels on levels that, okay, I'm gonna stay in the States for another 5, 7, 10 years. Just the food alone, the food and the stress, being on a hamster wheel, going to work, the 9 to 5, not trying to piss your boss or your supervisor off to get fired, your hackling kin as co-workers going on, the commute, the 1-2 hour commute and traffic with the bad air and the bad smog, and you're eating the junk food and the fast food, all that extra stress. You might not make it 5 or 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
So how about you just back off of it and go somewhere? Yeah, you might have a little less money, but the beautiful thing in a lot of these places, it takes less money.
It takes less money.
It takes less money.
Therefore, you might find a pocket that, wow, I can step off. I got a little less money. This place costs
But
a little less, but actually fits. You know, if it fits, then it works. And
it
so
works. And
that
you're
it
alive.
working for
You're alive,
extra
and
five,
you're
and
not
you're alive.
dead.
Yes,
You're not
yes.
dead. You're alive.
Yeah, man.
You're enjoying
Yeah, man.
yourself. You
The
don't have to be
funniest
a
thing is
millionaire.
that,
You don't have to make $1 million. Everybody's not going to make $1 million.
yes, that's right. That's pretty
But
much
I'm
what I was
alive.
saying.
I'm enjoying myself,
Yes,
and I feel like
yes.
$1 million. And that's
There you
real
go.
talk.
There you go. Yeah, thanks for cleaning that up, because that's what I was trying to say, man. You can try to make $1 million, or you can feel like $1 million and make what you got in your pocket. Either way, this game can be played. There's more than one way to win this particular game. That's what we're saying.
That's
Go
what
ahead
you're
and
saying.
stack it up.
Bottom line.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So overall, I'm really glad with my decision to just step away, retire, work with what I got. And I know for a fact now that I've already been where in Mexico, Colombia, now in Thailand, I'm going to tell you, I can make it. I can make it. I can make it. I can do this. All right, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
With my basic retirement, I can actually do this. So I want to put the word out for everybody who's thinking about it that you can definitely do it. You
Definitely.
can definitely do it. Between Big Boss, Where's Chuck, and other Zuna Thailand, Chocolate Man Thailand, there's people that's going to put information out there to help you figure out the landmines that you think might can trouble your trip. We're going to show you the way. Other than that, resource wise and financial wise, I'm representing that part, and I'm telling you to come on, and that you can certainly do it. So there's no excuses. You should be able to, I just want to make sure we advocate for you to come on out, get your passport, and travel on out here with us. We want to encourage you. It can be done. If you see me out here, I'm wearing Chuck, and I always put the smile on my face because even with certain resources, if I can live like this, man, I just want you to understand I'm right here. I got a smile on my face. So there you go. Figure it out any way you want to. If I'm here smiling, you got to figure that out for yourself.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. I mean, what's seen don't need to be told. You're physically there right now. I'm here in the Matrix. I'm lightweight jelly. I'm lightweight jelly because jelly jealous.
Yeah.
I'm back in the States, and you're living a dream. You're in Thailand right now. You're in Thailand. You're smiling. Hey, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
And I'm just saying that I'm fortunate and I'm happy. I'm not coming here with the strongest pocketbook on resources and strength, but I'm here saying that I'm grateful because there's a way for it to work out. So that's the best part. Whoever you are, financially strong or resource strong, there's a way for you to do this. As a black man,
Absolutely.
the smile that you see is important because that's saying they can't box me in. There is an out. There's more options for me and my brothers. So that's what I want you to see when you see my smile.
You know what? Shout out to Kanye West or Ye. Shout out to Kyrie Irving. Black man in America. Black man smiling. When you said that 2 or 3 times, smiling.
Yes.
You're overseas. Black man smiling.
Yes.
How often? Okay. How often do we see a black man generally smile in the States?
We don't really do that no more. We don't really do that like that no more. We just don't. And that could be for whatever reason. And this is what I want to say is that that smile, you don't want to give that away now. I know that we got to handle certain business and everything is not all jovial and joking and smiling. I realize that life is serious, but that smile is one you don't give away. That's one the Creator gave you that. And if your life is one that doesn't cause you any external stress and troubles, then that smile can still be what it first represented. And that's all I'm saying is don't let them box you in. Don't feel that you're defeated ever, because that's when you might not can smile when they feel like you're defeated. Right. You know what I mean? But you're not defeated. Don't think that you're defeated at all. And so keep your smile is what I wanted to say. Yes.
Hey man. And the words of Scarface the rapper, smile for me. What you did smile.
Right.
For me. Man. Exactly.
Right.
So it's a beautiful thing to be able to see a black man smile, like you say. But in the States, there's a lot of different reasons. We have to walk around. The shout out to E40, the rapper E40 from Bay Area. He say,
yes.
I got a mirror in my pocket and I practice looking hard. So we have to have the facade on, and we do have to show that strength, but we should be able to smile, right? You're not gonna walk around smiling nilly-willy 24/7 like everything's a game, but you should be able to smile. But sometimes here in the States, in the Matrix, man, wait until
you might not
it's nothing to smile about.
Right.
There's nothing to smile about, right? So
nothing to smile about, right?
Nothing to smile about.
And you're like, wow. And so because my smile came from, I noticed I kept my smile from like every time I moved to a new place. And don't get me wrong, man, I'm from Baltimore. I'm from Atlanta and Baltimore. I got some of the hardest looks and E40 was right. We practiced this shit, bruh. I got the hardest looks in the game, and when I go to certain places, I have to practice. I'll give it to you just to see what the temperament of the area is. And it was funny because I went to Ethiopia in 2017, and you know I'm all the way in Africa now on motherland by myself on this trip. First thing I did was, man, I broke out one of my nicest Baltimore hard ass looks at the brothers just to throw it out there just to see. And they were like, man, you can pack that. You can pack that up. You can pack that up because you don't need that no more. They were like, nah, they were like, you will not need that. And so the same thing happened when I come to Thailand. I don't really need my whole package of goods. But you know how we are in the states and the cities, man. You know it. And man, California got some of the hardest looks in the game. That high chin from Oakland, bro. You haven't
Man, what you
you
talking
haven't even
about,
been.
man? What you talking about? What you know about that, man?
Man, I know every nuance. I know every city nuance there is, bro. But I know that Oakland, that high chin from Oakland, you better motherfucking put your hands up. All right, so that's what we're saying is like E40 is right, man. We practice those looks, but
Man,
man, what I'm saying is some of the stuff we do in the States is just not necessary
it's
as
not
when we travel
irrelevant.
internationally.
It's
So
irrelevant.
so
It's not
so
necessary at all. Nonchalant.
package it in the right package because it's going to be irrelevant once you come out. You may not need it that much. That's what I'm saying. Don't make it all matrix action because around the world you're going to need some other skills. You're not going to need that skill package. It's going to be
Right?
another set of package that you need. And so now that's the beauty. We have the matrix package, which is one of the most beautiful packages in all the world because wherever we travel, when you tell them that you're from the States, they still
Yeah, they do. They fawn over us. So,
yeah, and
so we
so it's
literally
a
get
good
the best.
start.
We literally get the best of both worlds. We literally get the best of both worlds.
Exactly. And
So,
so it's a lot to already be from the Matrix. But just
already.
hey, add that international game to your portfolio, and I think that's
You
cool. But
set.
man, shout out to all the YouTubers, the Passport Bros, man. You guys are doing it. And man, what an impact. And right now, you might not see all the impact, and it's going to be a major impact. Who were these brothers who started traveling around the world? Straight up, right in the middle of getting smashed out in the Matrix, they just rolled out.
Yeah.
They created a whole new set. Years from now, they're going to come back and say, wow, them brothers, man, showed the other brothers how to do it. If you got to make a move, you can do it. So, hey,
We's free. We's free. We off the
hey,
plantation.
hey,
We be free. Give us
hey,
free. But
pretty good feeling.
but you have, it's very similar. I'm funny, but I'm not. Very similar dynamic. Some people, some guys they seem like they want to stay on the plantation. And not only they want to
Yes.
stay on the plantation, they want to fuss and fight to remain on
Yeah.
the plantation and talk
Right.
about you.
Yes.
I'm like,
And I got to tell you,
brother, I'm free, brother. You the one stuck on the plantation.
hey,
Let's get that right.
I never expected that. It blew my mind. Even the women who had something to say about our monster passports we got. I
Nah,
never
monster
expected
passport.
nobody to say nothing. I never expected nobody to say nothing like that. It's just very interesting that they would have issues as we work our resources, with our passport around the world. Yeah. In fact,
Absolutely.
when I was younger, I just thought, man, that was the greatest thing. I got a passport. My guys around all my cities don't have passports, but I'm gonna show them get their passport. They can do this.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought that we would be catching flack because of that years later.
Exactly.
From
Where did that
from
happen?
certain people.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah. Um, I'm gonna do a video on this topic later, but I don't want to bring the energy of this stream down, but you even have so-called travel guys that's going against travel bros. Now that is real crazy. Now,
Yeah,
so
man, I didn't expect that.
I'm not
I don't
talking
understand.
about matrix guys stuck on a plantation without passports that don't travel. I'm talking about guys with passports who travel, basically do the same thing we do. So I guess you can call it infighting. Is
Infighting.
infighting, I guess. Other
No.
travel guys who say, I'm not a travel bro, and then
Yes.
go so far to talk down on travel
Yes.
bro. Craziest
Hey,
thing in the
hey,
world.
hey,
And I'm
hey,
gonna
bro.
address that head on, especially on my smoke show.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna have to address that because I think also is that infighting is still a matrix based. It's a matrix based move. Even if we're free and we're out here making moves, you still are infighting. That's a matrix based move. You're still in the matrix.
Still
Your
in the
brain
matrix.
is still in the matrix.
So you so
Your brain
these
is still in the matrix.
so these brothers have passports and their bodies might be over the seas, but their brains are
Yes.
still in the matrix. And you know what? That
Yes.
makes sense because these guys normally tend to be the main ones who say, I am not a travel bro. I am not a
Yes.
passport bro. I'm like,
Yes.
how are you not a passport bro? How are you not? Well, I'm not. In
Yes.
some ways you're kind of right. You're wrong and you're right. Mentally, you're not. Because your mind
Yes.
is
You're
matrix
still
bound.
back home. That's right. You're traveling around the world with your mind back home. Because if you're traveling around the world, you shouldn't have any infighting. We just are the 2%, 1% of the people who are lucky
Oh,
enough in this particular game to have the passport. It's very rare. You don't want me to go through the numbers to tell you how the passport game is just blowing up right now. People don't
yes.
even have their passport. It's
Right.
nothing to argue about. It's nothing to argue about because the numbers are so low. So those of the people who do qualify and have their passport decide to go travel. Man, it's embarrassing for that infighting right there at that level. I'm
It
sorry.
is.
It's
It is.
embarrassing.
It
It's
is.
embarrassing. That
And
can't be right. That
I
can't be right.
wonder if I don't have no way to really find this out, but in my heart of hearts, I really doubt, even though I don't know for sure, I really doubt. Do other ethnic races go through this kind of infighting, even within their travel passport community?
Oh,
I
that
mean,
is very interesting.
and I
Very
kind
interesting.
my knee jerk reaction, my gut tells me no,
Uh huh.
no, but black folks, man, we are something else. Black folks are
Yeah, we
something else.
are.
We'll find a way to
Yeah.
bicker, to argue, to
Yeah.
divide. This is a beautiful
Yeah.
thing that we have passports and we traveling, and even
Yes.
within the black male travel sector, you have
You got
infighting.
issues.
You got guys in travel groups,
Yeah.
WhatsApp and whatnot, giving out information that's supposed to be kept inside of a private WhatsApp group to
Yes.
outsiders, not even to
Yes.
outsiders, but to anti-travel people. I'm
Yes.
like, what part of the game is that? This person, this YouTuber is against us. He's an anti person.
Exactly.
You're in a travel passport group and
Group.
you're feeding information to an anti-passport guy.
Mm. It's just interesting, man. I don't quite understand it. I don't quite understand it. I'm just hoping that
Oh,
really
man.
overall that we are influencing the numbers of the people who can try basically understand, hey, get your passport. Let's try to travel internationally. Man, and grab a group of some other like-minded people and cut out that infighting, man. There's a lot of good life out there to live, man. It's that infighting is just not going to get it, man. So,
Nah,
you
it's
know, uh,
toxic. It's toxic. It's damaging,
very
and a
toxic.
lot of it we are trying to escape that. We're trying to escape
Yes, yes,
that black
yes.
on black
Yeah,
crime, that black
and I
on
got to
black
tell you,
hate.
Yeah, and
That
I got
inner
to tell
city,
you,
that inner city ghetto black on black
thank you.
infighting.
That,
You're trying to escape
that's
that.
that's exactly what it is, and that's why I got to tell you, I was trying to escape it. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not representing that at all. I can battle with you all day. Once I hit LA, once I hit Houston, man,
Mhm.
and Atlanta, I can go ahead, get back on it. But that's not what I'm out here. I'm not going to be out here internationally bickering over my people over issues. I'm not going to do that. All right, we're out here to enjoy, to experience, and to teach others. Man, don't let us start bickering. But I already saw it. And sometimes you got to step to these people who just be saying ridiculous stuff because it doesn't do us any good to even let them be out there passing on bad information. So, but yeah, man. Overall, man, these travel groups are great, man. Get in a group and come on out and
Overall,
travel,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Overall, yeah,
Nothing is perfect. And sometimes, you got to take the good with the bad. It is what it is. I love my people. We all we
yeah.
got. And so sometimes you got to take the good with the bad. You got to swallow the pill.
I
Overall,
understand.
the travel groups are more benefit than they are,
Okay,
problematic because you can get a
that's
lot
cool.
of you can meet a lot of cool brothers and you get a lot of
Yes,
information.
yes,
So
yes,
I still would advise to try to get with a travel group full of like-minded people.
yes.
You're always pretty much going to have a messy person or two in most of these groups,
Mm-hmm.
and you just
Mm-hmm.
got you got to kind of shine them on. But yeah,
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah,
man,
man. Hey, man, it's great to talk to you, man. And don't get me wrong, I'm inspired by you, man. I love your channel, and I love the work that you put in, man. You work hard, now. You're one of the hardest workers here on YouTube. So you're making your way, but you work hard, and you're coming off your job also. And
yeah,
so, you got two jobs that you do, and you do this also. So I
exactly.
love your energy. I love your energy, big boss. So when you said you wanted to call and talk to me, yeah, I thought it'd be a pleasure for me, man. And so I appreciate it so much, man. Anytime you need me, I'll be here.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It is a lot of work, and it is what it is. It's a lot of work. So trying to grow the channel, but
yes,
I see you putting in work, and your channel is coming along very slowly. So I'm gonna have to have
yes,
I'm gonna have to give you the same treatment that I did. And yes, it was me, QB passport flexing, and especially Kings and Dreams. Even
yes,
I domain Let's Learn Spanish and
yes,
Carlos learn crypto. Uh,
yes.
I'm gonna have to put you under the Big Boss Real Talk umbrella so we can grow your channel, get you over that 1K.
Yeah, man, I'm really starting to pay attention more. I'm really trying to put that work in, man. If anybody see me out there, I'm trying to really plug in. If you can do anything with me, man, I'm really trying to push out now. Really trying to go get that 1,000
Yeah, and
and
beyond.
really try to pay attention more and really grow that channel and the brand itself.
Yes,
You
sir.
know.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. So before I let you go, this
Yes.
was coming. You know this was coming, Mister.
Yes.
What 4 cities so far in Thailand? So when you came into Thailand, obviously it was Bangkok. Then it was Pattaya. No, it was
But
Bangkok, then Chiang Mai, right? Bangkok and Chiang
right.
Mai.
That's
Bangkok,
right.
Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Pattaya or Pattaya, and now
Yes.
Phuket.
Yes.
Real briefly, all four. First of all, what is the best experience so far for which city? And then just a little bit about each, and I'll let you go.
Okay.
What's the best
Best
out of those four? Which one have you enjoyed yourself the most out of those
Yeah,
four?
I got to tell you, Chiang Mai was a total surprise. We
Mm,
just threw that on the list at the last minute. When I'm saying we, I traveled with Straight John out of New York City,
okay,
and so we
shout
just
out
threw
to
that
them.
on the list. Yeah, we just threw that on the list, and we didn't know too much about Chiang Mai. But I'm going to tell you, Chiang Mai was my most favorite town. The people, the night markets, the cost of living and the cost of food every day.
Yes.
Those noodles, man, those ladies was putting that spice on those noodles and that rice. So the food, the people, the night market, and we stayed in some very nice accommodations for the right price. So
Right.
I like Chiang
I have
Mai.
one of my viewers who's now I recently made him a moderator. Shout out to Mister
Yes.
at the top of my list. He stayed for many months in Chiang Mai, and the main thing
Oh,
he talked
nice.
about Chiang Mai was the prices. He said, and we all know Thailand is cheap across the board, right? Affordable
Yeah.
across the board. But he said in
Yeah.
Chiang Mai, the food was even
Yes.
cheaper, the people was
Yes,
even
it was.
nicer. I'm like, man,
Yes.
it's like they're saying Chiang Mai is more Thailand than Thailand.
Yes. Yes.
Shout out
Because
to
Chiang Mai is the only place that can lower all your prices and nicer up your people. I mean, they can go one step further. So that makes Chiang
wow.
Mai very nice. Bangkok is really nice. That's a big time city now. That's
Yeah,
one of
bigger
the
than New
most,
York. Bigger than New
that's
York.
bigger than New York now. That's a big time city. That's one of the most popular destinations in travel in the world. Okay,
Woo!
in Bangkok City.
In the
That
world?
city in the world, that's number one. That's number one. Where are people
Ain't
going? Bangkok first. Now they're going to Bangkok because they're really flying into Thailand to go to other places. But
yellow.
that Bangkok hits first, and you know that.
Yes.
And so Pattaya was nice because I like Joe TM. I like John TM.
Antiem.
Off the side of Pattaya, I found that to be my people, my prices, my type of people.
Shout out to
Pattaya,
Richie Mack Zoom to Thailand. Richie Mack Zoom
yes,
to Thailand lives in John TM area. That's all
okay.
I would say.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. I
Yeah.
didn't even really know that. Right.
Mhm.
And so each place has a real nice vibe. So I told you about Chiang Mai. I told you about Pattaya that I like John TM. And right here in Patong, really like that because the beach and everything comes together. It's a small little town. So it's actually a combination here in Patong of Chiang Mai, Bangkok, Pattaya. It's a combination of all of them.
I can
It
see
has the
that.
beach. It has the beach. It has Bangalore Road, which is like the Pattaya
Walking
Walking
Street.
Street.
It's straight Walking
It
Street.
has, right. It has the food, and it just has the combination of all of those cities. In case you just want it all, if you want it all together. And so, I'm really loving my tour here in Thailand, and 4 cities so far. Chiang Mai, I would move there. I would move to Chiang Mai. But if I was still doing business, I would stop in Bangkok because from Bangkok I could catch a $30 plane, be in Chiang Mai. From Bangkok I could catch a $3 bus and be in Pattaya.
Yep.
From Bangkok I could take a $35 plane ride and be in Phuket. So Bangkok has its power
Bangkok.
too. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And so
Wow.
as I move around, I might be jump back into Bangkok like you did. When you need to center yourself, you go back into Bangkok,
Go
then you
back to
decide where
Bangkok.
you're gonna go.
Yep.
Yes.
It's very centrally located. From Bangkok, you figure it out.
Yes.
I would say this. So in Phuket, have you found Phuket to be more expensive than the other places, even though still relatively cheap for us, right? For our American standard, but still Phuket is still a little more pricey than all the other places you just named.
Yes, yes, indeed. Even the dishes on food, we saw that they're going to raise us up 20 baht, 40 baht on each dish that we could get in Chiang Mai. For 40 baht, it's going to cost you 80 baht. They're going to be at
Double.
40 baht, it's going to go to 80 baht. It's going to go damn near double. And sometimes we tell them, look, we'll tell them the price, and then we'll be like, look, we're from Chiang Mai. And then they'd be like, oh, okay. So y'all think this shit's going to be cheaper, right? And so we'll ask them what the price is. And before they tell us the price, it's like, hey, we're from Chiang Mai. And then they'll be like, oh, okay. Because if you
Wow.
don't tell them you from Chiang Mai, they're going to hit you with the prices in Patong.
They're gonna hit you. You're gonna hit you with
Absolutely.
the green. They're gonna hit you with the gringo
Uh,
price.
they're going to hit you with the prices here. But the thing is, because because of after the shutdown that happened with the big C, things are slightly different, and so
Yes.
even here in high season, they're not at the peak. They're not at their peak of people and business and tourism. So you could still find some deals here right now on
Right.
different things. That's right. So if you're really looking for Tong, you can find some lady. She's going to cook you some street food and she'll break the price down. You can find a few things. You can go get an umbrella on the beach. And one of my homeboys there, he won't charge you 500 baht. He'll charge you a fair price and you can be on the beach with an umbrella because there's some nuances because of the high season is not as high peak as it normally is.
Normally is.
So
Yeah, because
so
they
they'll
still
adjust some of
basically
the
getting back
price.
on their feet.
Yes, they're still getting back. So they're not they're trying to press you for the price, but if you bulk, they'll make an adjustment
Right.
because they're not at their strength.
They're not trying to see that bot walk away, huh?
Yeah, they're not trying to see the bot walk away. And anytime gonna give me $100 bot umbrella on the beach all day, and I can walk away and come back later and come back to my umbrella, I know you're kind of making me a deal at this point because that costs more money. I don't even ask for umbrellas in Playa del Carmen. Okay, okay.
Oh
I don't
man.
even. So on Patong, I said, well, let me just ask them. I usually don't do that. And he was like, man, we're hurting, man. You can have that umbrella for 100 baht. Man, go ahead. And
Wow.
he was like, what if we leave? He said, when you come back, you can still have an umbrella. I was like,
I
all
heard
right.
that. Yeah, making
I didn't,
deals, huh?
I
Making
didn't
deals.
expect that. So some deals in Phuket right now, based on high season, is not as high as it usually is.
Okay,
But
okay.
certainly higher prices than Pattaya and Chiang Mai for sure.
Even
And
Bangkok?
Bangkok.
Would you say even
And,
Bangkok?
and Bangkok, right.
And Bangkok.
So,
Wow.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Bangkok is a big city. Bangkok is a big mega city, and
it
Phuket
is.
prices are still higher. One reason because they
Yes.
say Phuket is technically kind of like an island, even though it's like a little
Yeah,
land bridge that gets to it. It's still
yeah,
like
it's like a
an island.
island set off out here. Yeah, so yeah, it's like an island almost. So it takes a bit, I guess, for some of their infrastructure and some of their supplies to get here.
Okay.
Yeah, they might try to rise the price on you or something like that.
Well,
But
speaking of islands, have you did any of the island tours? The PP
not
Island
yet.
or James Bond or whatnot?
No, not yet. I plan to do
20
that.
days? You only got 10 days left, man.
No, no, are you talking about right here in Phuket? You mean?
Yeah, in Phuket. Phuket is where they have the
Oh,
island tours.
yeah. No, we didn't do the island tour right now.
Okay.
I got to tell you the truth. We're gonna come back and we're going all through all the islands on a full island tour. Koh
Full island.
Samui, Moy, Fifi
Okay.
Islands, James Bond.
Mhm.
We're gonna do them all at one time.
One time.
So no, I didn't do the island tours yet, but
Okay.
yeah, I see them. I'm looking forward to that because Thailand has many different variations. Chiang Mai, you might think it's up in the mountains, but Chiang Mai is a full city. It looks like New York City.
Mm,
It's a city like that up there in the mountains. Can you
in the
believe it?
mountains. Wow.
In the mountains, it's a big, massive city, big, stretched out. What I'm saying is that
But still cheap.
and it's still super cheap. I couldn't even figure it out because when you look at a city like that, your mind goes into like New York or
Right.
California or Oakland, and you're thinking, man, it's trouble out there. And no, it's not, man. It's just massive, but the prices were low.
Mm,
So, so altogether, it's different variations, meaning that city life in Chiang Mai, beach life in Pattaya, and in Phuket,
okay.
right? But you
City life
see,
in Bangkok.
yes, and city life in Bangkok. Right. So when you get to the islands, that's a pure island tour. It's no city. It's no nothing but islands. And I want to go in there and just go. I want to be island in my head.
I hear you.
But man,
So
but I'm
you're
telling you,
not trying to mix it up. You're not trying to mix
I,
and match. When you get ready for
yeah.
island, you want pure
Yeah,
island.
I want to be like because now you're dealing with some now I'm in my Robinson Crusoe. I'm
Uh,
in Robinson Crusoe mode. I'm
in
like
London.
I'm really I'm really out here now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no corner store 7-Eleven on every corner now. You know, we
Man,
out here.
man, how many 7-Elevens do they have in Thailand, man?
I saw
All
you
of
get back home. I saw you get back home to Oakland, and you went in front of 7-Eleven. I knew what that was all about.
I was having deja
It's
vu.
so
I have a
many.
culture shock. It's the 7-Eleven every few feet in
Yes,
Thailand.
everywhere.
It's, it's
Everywhere.
like seven. It's like 7-Eleven conquered Thailand, and they put a
Yes.
7-Eleven every 10 feet.
Yeah,
Shout out to
they were like,
7-Eleven, man.
yeah, they were like, okay, the states, you know, y'all might like us a little bit, but hey, in Thailand they love us. So
Man,
let's understand.
let's
So
understand.
so yeah, my
Thailand.
island,
We have to understand Thailand with my main
yeah.
man. Where's Chuck?
Yeah, man. So my island tour is coming up. I'm going to leave Thailand at some point and go a couple more stops. But when I come back, I'm going to southern Thailand, and that's going to be the island set right there.
Yeah, yep.
So the
Wow, wow, wow.
southern part, right?
That's
So, man, I'm
that's
just here. I'm trying to live my life, and I'm so happy to have an opportunity to be on tour right now. So that's what it is.
you on the world tour. Where's
Yeah,
Chuck, my
man.
man? So that's how I crawl quest world tour, man. That's what it's all
Yes,
about, man. Where is
yes,
Chuck?
yes, man.
Real fast. Before you got to Thailand, before you landed down in Bangkok and went to Chiang Mai, what?
Yes.
Where were you at before that? What country?
Okay.
Just prior to
Uh,
Thailand.
oh, I was in Thailand. I was in Medellin, Colombia.
Okay, Medellin,
I was in
Colombia.
Medellin. Yeah, so you know, I saw you in Mexico. After
Yeah,
Mexico, I went to Medellin,
right.
and then Medellin, then I came out to Thailand.
You came to Thailand. So
Yes,
you have not have you so I'm gonna ask you this. So far, Thailand has been your first Asian country. You did not do Vietnam yet, or
no,
Philippines yet, or Cambodia
no,
yet. Okay.
no, no. No. Now we went to Cambodia only a 1 day on a 1 day border run, which I'm gonna tell you more about that. We'll put the video together for the 1 day, but we haven't been in Cambodia. Like shout out to International Zoe Barber World and TMD
Yeah,
Russell Taylor,
they
and
over
because they
there.
went over to Cambodia, which was strong. Yeah, we went
Yeah.
for 1 day, but they went for the full set. So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to talk to them
Hmm.
about that. But no, I haven't. I'm planning to go to Vietnam, Cambodia, and Philippines also while I'm out here. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Why you on that side of the world, right? Why not?
Yes, yes. Why not? Man, I'm all the way
Why
out
not?
here. Why not? For sure. And like I say, I might be go see the cherry blossoms in Tokyo in April. So we'll just
Okay.
see. You know what I mean? All my
Okay.
life, man, and that's what I'm saying. It's still exciting. You know, never give up your dreams. So all my life, I've been wanting to go to Japan and look, man. I'm within what? I'm within 2 months of pretty much putting that plan together and getting myself back to Tokyo. So
Look at that.
it's just a
You know
life.
what?
It's just a
And
life.
speak on that, like, with a lot of things, what give us vigor or inspiration to keep going, so we don't
Mm.
keep doing the same rut, the same routine like a robot, like in the States working 9 to 5. Having a hobby or having something to do, something different, some different goals. Do you know
Yes.
travel is that encapsulated? Just the fact
Yes.
of international travel, because there's so many different countries, and then like you say, it's different cities inside the countries. You
Yes.
literally, yeah, at some point you'll run out, right? But not really. You literally
Yeah.
always have somewhere to go. You always have the very next thing on the horizon. So
That's
it's
true.
like you're always engaged. You're always
That's true.
excited. You like,
Very interesting.
whether
That's
it's a
very
week,
interesting.
whether it's a month,
Yeah.
you say, well,
Yeah.
next week or next month, I'm going to go to
Yeah.
this city and this city.
Right.
And then next
Right.
month, I'm going to go to this country. And then I'm going to go to that country. It's always somewhere to go. So you always stay stimulated.
Yes. Yeah. It's
Never
a
a
good
dull
point.
moment.
It's a good point right there because I motivate my own self on my own time. That's not a problem. But like you say, everybody can get bored in whatever program they're doing. But the travel game, even me, even recently, I even said that to myself is, wow, in 2 months, I'm going to go here. Man, in 3 months, I'm going to go there. I'm already out here. We're going to go here next week. I said it to my own self. And I'm out here, my own self. And I said to myself, let me try to get this straight. I said it to my own self, wow, I could still go 4 months from now, I'll go somewhere else. And I'm writing stuff down on the list, like, man, I'll go here and go to this city. And I'm like, man, I can really do this.
Yeah,
I can really do this. I can really do this.
Crazy.
And so it's just,
and then that's not to say if you, okay, that's all, Asia, all the different countries in Asia, in the cities in those countries, let alone if you switch the region, Africa at some point.
Exactly.
And once you talk about Africa, now you're talking 54 different countries in the continent of Africa. And then you start getting off into
cities within it.
It's just so much.
Right. And so if you just want to keep yourself motivated on just the motivation of life, then this travel could be an asset that you could use to always be fresh.
Always, right.
Fresh is a new place at any time. You can always be fresh. And so you freshen up your game all the time because any place is a new place. Now, also
new step on the passport.
That's right. Now, I do want to say this.
If you got any space left, a new stamp, brand new stamp, new language, experience, new food, new sights,
that's right.
smells.
That's right. That's right.
People all over the world, different continents, different countries, different cities. You almost can't run out. I mean, I guess out of 200 countries, 190 something countries, thousands of cities. But let's be real. What human being can live that long to go to every place? So,
man, it's out there for you.
You run out. You never run out.
That's correct. Yes, right. So it's a way to keep yourself motivated, even when you got a lot going on and you just need more motivation. This is an endless set of motivation. Travel can do that for you.
Change your location. Sometimes they say change your location to change your elevation. Change your mental.
That's correct.
Change your scenery. But we say that even here in the States. Even here in the States, state to state. Change your location sometimes can open up whole new pathway. You have writers, especially creative people. Hello, YouTubers, new age YouTubers. But you have writers and authors. Sometimes what they do, they change locations to stimulate their brain and their imagination, and now they can finish their book. They might have been stuck on their book the last few chapters of writing a novel. You know what I'm saying? Right. They go change the location, and now they can finish writing their novel. Okay,
that's right.
Change your location, your elevation, and that's real talk.
That's real talk. Now the thing is now travel can be categorized as change, just like you said it. So let's do this so everybody understands that we're not being elite when we're saying international travel. We're just picking that category because there's local travel. Yes. There's neighborhood to neighborhood. There's city to city. There's state to state. And then there's country to country. We understand this, but let's understand it. All of it is travel. All of it is change, and all of it is transient change, which can like Big Boss said, can re-stimulate the creative nodes there to get you going again. Many times, say Baltimore, my friends be like, man, I don't really go to East Baltimore. I don't go to West Baltimore. We all know this in all the cities. But hey, don't do that around me. I'm gonna walk you over to East Baltimore. You coming over to East Baltimore with me because you gotta be able to switch something up. You gotta be able. I gotta move around. They'd be like, Chuck, why you on 4 crews in the city? I said, because I'm not just on the East, yo. I met y'all on the East over there.
Put me in a box.
Yeah, and I met my homeboys on West. I went south and I went north. I'm in 4 crews. Yes, I am. But that's because y'all don't want to move around.
Mm.
And so
Jump
here I
around.
am.
Jump up, and get down. Jump,
Yeah,
jump.
man.
Everybody jump. Jump on the plane. Jump on the flight.
Jump on
Move
the
in
plane.
there.
Jump on
You
the
know
plane.
what? You know what? Movement is life, man.
Yes, it
Exercise.
is.
They say if
Yes,
you
it
don't,
is.
if you take it to that level, Mr. Health and finances, and health is wealth, and health and
Yes.
fitness. If you don't move your body, you'll be
Yes.
stagnant and you would
That's
die.
correct.
You
That's
have to
right.
move. You have to get
You have
up.
to move.
You got to get that
You have to
blood
move to
flowing.
get up.
So even in
Yeah.
that category, in that example, movement.
Yeah.
Movement
Yeah.
is life.
Movement.
Movement is
Yes, it
life.
is.
You don't want to
That's the
be
best way to
stagnant
say
and
it.
stale.
That's the best way to say that. That's the best way to say that. Is movement is life itself. You know, hey, don't get me wrong, man. This body, I got some age on this body. But in the morning, man, I gotta get up and try to move this body. I gotta try
Yeah.
to like
You get them
turn the
aches and
body.
aches and pain out here. Hello.
But
I
at
just
one point,
look like this, man. I'm 51, man. I am
oh,
51.
that's good. You look good, man. I remember when you came to my building. Man, and you was joking. No, you wasn't joking, but we was just joking. Because you was like, man, all the girls love Bossy Boss, man. Them girls was really looking at you. They did like you.
Say that.
So
Say that.
at
Even though
51,
you keep leaning away from your microphone, I'm gonna let you
oh shit,
big. I'm gonna let you big.
oh
I'm gonna let
shit,
you say that when I got out my boat taxi and you was kind of in front of your building and I came in the
yeah,
building. I'm gonna let you say
yeah,
that. What was the girls doing?
yeah. The girls, we was walking out of the building. I was like, yeah, what's up, boss? He was like, man, all the girls love Bossy Boss, man, and the girls was acknowledging that on the way out the door. So at 51, you're looking great, man. You're looking great. So the girl, so you was, I thought you were joking when you said all the girls love Bossy Boss, but the girls looked at me like, no, he's right. We like him. So
Bossy
that's what
Bossellini,
it was.
baby. All the girls love Bossy
Mussolini.
Boss, man. It's
Bossy
all good.
Boss, man.
So
It's all good.
that's what's up. This is great. This was good, man. I'm gonna let you go. We've been rocking out for about an hour and a half.
Oh, that's great.
So that's very good. I don't know what you got going on. I know like it's a time difference. So like for me here in the States, it's like 10 a.m. ish, 10 a.m., 10,
Yeah.
11. So for you, it
Yeah.
should be after midnight, right?
Yeah, it's after midnight, man. I'm getting ready to go outside and go play, man.
Oh, I heard that. Hey, exactly. You in Thailand. This man,
Yeah.
did you hear? Hey, YouTube, did you hear this guy? It's after midnight. After midnight, and now he's about to go outside and go play. He's about to go down
Yeah.
the Bangla Road. I was there. I was there back in the
Yeah.
summer. Bangla
Yeah,
Road.
they
And what's the
do it.
trip? Like you said, down that Bangla Road, on the other end of Bangla Road, you get the beach. That's
Yes.
almost that beach area is very similar to Beach Road in Pattaya.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Even with the coconut girls. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I said it. They have their own. They have their own version. They have their own version of coconut girls along the beach in Phuket. Right at the end of Bangla Road is the police station.
Yes.
I know. I got it in my mind. Right at the end of Bangla Road is the police station, and then to the side of the police station is the beach,
Yeah.
the palm trees, and
That's right.
girls.
That's right.
I was like,
That's
wow,
right.
this is like Pattaya.
That's right. It
Costs a
really
little
does.
more.
Yeah, it costs a little
but
more.
it's like Pattaya. It's lit.
But they roll almost the same way, in Bangla, they roll the same way,
Yeah.
as
Walking
Thai,
Street. Yeah.
Yeah, walking street.
Bangla is the Phuket walking street.
It sure is. It sure is. So we met a couple people over there.
What clubs have you been into? Have you been in any one of your favorite clubs on Bangla?
And that's what I was just getting ready to tell you. Uh, we haven't found really big time clubs. We found small, like Nomad's Bar.
Okay,
These are
little
small
bars.
bars, small bars. So they got the nice bar set up. I can go in there, and I can see everything going on. But Nomad's Bar and a couple club owners, we met them. They served us up really nice, man. Showed their hospitality. But these are smaller bars that we were hanging out in. And we
Okay.
saw the bigger clubs. Illusion is a
Yeah.
monster big club here.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So we can see that over there on Bangor, but we go to some of the side streets off of Bangor, and
Right.
then we can find the smaller bars in
There
there.
you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the Sugar Club. If I'm gonna do clubs, I went to Illusion. Illusion was okay. I didn't
Yeah.
go into that Tiger Club, that big old club that got the
Yeah.
tigers on it. I don't know why I
Yes.
didn't go in there. Next time, I just at least got to go in once. Um,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
I think it's called Tiger Club. I know it got the
It
big tiger.
is.
It's
It
called Tiger
is. Yeah.
Club. Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Tiger
All you
Club.
remember is that big old giant tiger. I didn't go inside Tiger Club. I went in Illusions. It was
Yeah.
okay. I went into
Yeah.
Sugar. Sugar is there a hip hop club. I
Yes.
liked it and
Yeah.
whatnot. And I
Yeah.
saw all the little bars, and all.
Yeah.
It's set up. It
Yeah.
is set up just like Walker Street. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
can't go wrong.
Right. You walk through, you see those side bars, the outside bars,
Hmm.
the chairs and the women, the girls are out there. You
Yeah.
just come through, yeah, set it off, and the party starts right there. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah.
You about
So
as soon as we in the stream, you about to get right into action, huh?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm living right here on the strip. So and let me say this to you because I was a little slow on this because I just didn't know exactly how it went. But what about the massage girls that are here? These are the massage girls, and they'll be outside of their massage parlors. I never knew how they did their thing, but I got a friend. She's right here as I go out. She doesn't really hit me off with the professional massage girl thing. She's after work. She just come get me. We can go hang out. She's a cool girl, but I just didn't know how to really handle those massage ladies. As we're walking by, they holler at you. But now I'm starting to go into all the massage spots. That's my point. I know how to do it now. She told me how to do it, so I'm good. I love those places.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I like
Yes.
I like
Absolutely.
I like them more in Patia where they're cheaper, but
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And really, in Patsy, you can really, negotiate some nice deals. And TMD, he was in there getting massages, 2 massages a day, over at the
yeah, I
soapy
know.
spot. Over at the soapy spot, so that was
Yeah,
pretty
I
cool.
did. I did the soapy. I did the soapy basically on Tailor Made Dreams review. I went to the same one, Honey One. Honey
Yeah,
One.
yeah,
That's right across from the Players Club
yes,
where they hang out at. Yeah, I went to
yeah,
Honey One, and man, it's set up just like Rush Hour, just like old school movie Jackie Chan, Kentucky Rush Hour.
yes,
The girls sit
yes.
up basically like on bleachers. They sitting up on bleachers,
Oh yeah,
and
come through. Yeah,
yeah,
come through.
they got the different color ribbons, numbers.
Yes,
Pick
yes,
which one you want to give you your massage, your soapy,
yeah,
fuzzy
yeah.
massage. Yeah, that was dope. That was an
Uh,
experience. Thailand,
yeah, that's pretty
Thailand,
cool.
Thailand. Only Thailand
Pretty
will come
cool.
up with that concept. Oh man, I got to get back out
Yes.
there, man.
Yeah, man. Well, we're gonna move around. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna move around to some other places, but I'm coming back to Thailand. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, unequivocally, that Thailand is what it is my place for me to be. It's what I expect to come back to in my own future. Whatever future I have, I want it to be Thailand. I'm moving around for a minute just to get some little flavor, but
Right.
I'm already got my flag raised for Thailand. You can pack my shit, bring all my shit with me. I'm bringing to
Man,
Thailand. I'm in
man,
there. I'm in there, baby.
it's
I'm in
real.
there.
Guys just don't know. Guys just don't know. They don't know till you know. Like I said earlier in the stream, you don't know what you don't know. And and
Mm-hmm.
I would say 99.5% of the negative talk of Thailand come from
Yes.
guys who have not yet been themselves.
It's
They
unreal because
they
yeah,
they they have not physically been here themselves. I don't
yes,
care what you see on the news on your
no,
news feed on the phone in
yes,
groups. I challenge anybody that
yes, me
physically,
too.
any man, any male, any grown, regular, shout out to the heterosexual, red blooded American man.
Right.
come to Thailand and tell me it don't blow your mind. Even
Yes.
if one or two aspects might not be up to what Colombia
Yes.
is or
Oh,
Brazil is,
absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
for the
Yes.
overall bang for your
It's
buck,
mind blower. Mind blower.
take away that 1,000-hour flight because it takes forever to
Yeah.
get there. Take away that
Yes.
flight. You take
Right.
away the flight, and you started from when you touch down in Thailand for 1 week, 2 weeks, a month. I challenge any man, any regular
Yes.
heterosexual red-blooded male, go to Thailand, stay for any length of time, and say it does not blow your mind and exceed your expectations. It's been people, and I'm gonna let you go. And I see it because I know it already. So it's just good to see it play out. Zoom to Thailand channel. He does his consultations. Shout out to Zoom to Thailand. He does consultations. Chocolate Man don't do a lot of consultation, but Zoom does. Hopefully soon, where's Chuck? Once you be there longer, you'll give consultations.
Absolutely.
The guys who do the consultations with Richie Mack Zoom to Thailand, they go to Thailand first time, never been, first time. Whatever expectations they already got, because normally your expectation is going to be what it is, whatever. You mess with Zoom, you watch his stuff, you have high expectations. What I'm saying is, when he interviews them, because I know it because it was the same for me. It's always the real life experience is higher than your expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Higher.
Absolutely.
It happened for me. The guy who came out for his first time because of my birthday. Shout out to my travel brother KPR1 Kenny Ken. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. It's Kenny Ken Adventures KPR1. He came out to Thailand first time for my birthday. Die-hard Colombia. I mean, he is a Medellin addict. Die-hard Colombia, speaks Spanish, Colombia, Medellin, who didn't think he was going to care for Thailand. He knew he would like it a little bit because he trusts me and he knows how I get down.
Yes.
Even with that, blew him away way past his expectations. You said yourself earlier in the stream almost 2 hours ago, you said what? Thailand, what? Your expectations?
Yeah, it exceeded my expectation clearly. And
Me too.
I got a big pot. I got a big comparison pot for you to fill up. But Thailand exceeded it, no problem.
Off the roof. It blew it off the
Yes.
hinges. And same here for me. And mind you, when I went, like I say, it has to be some level of, just to break it down, it has to be some level of anticipation for you to go. Because nobody is going to go on no trip that they think is going to be totally whack, right? If you think it's going to be totally whack, it's going to be lame, it's not going to be
you shouldn't even go.
You're not even going to book the trip. So even when you go, you at least have an expectation that it's going to be somewhat fun, right?
Sure.
And so then when you get there, it's way past that.
Man.
Whatever you already thought, it's past that. At least by a factor of 2, if not 3. Because like I say, so when I went, my first trip 2019, again, nobody's going to go nowhere they don't think going to have fun. I knew at least what kind to expect because I was fortunate enough to roll with vets who've been going for years. And I was in these groups, they showed me footage. Hello? They showed me videos. They showed me pictures. I heard the stories from multiple different people that all said the same thing, going to 808, going to Flex, going to iBar, going over here, going to these kind of bars and so bars and getting certain kind of endings. I heard the stories. I seen the photos. So that's what, to be honest, that's what kind of made me book. But even with that, guess what? Expectations, it blew past that. It was even better than my expectations, what I'm saying. And when Zoom to Thailand, Richie Mack interviews the guys, their very first time, they all said the same thing. Man, this was even better than I thought. Even the way you described it still was better than that. Even what I thought, the real life experience when I'm here, the safety, the cheapness is everything. People nice, the friendly, cooperative of the women or the ladies, the atmosphere is even better. It's better than I thought. Higher expectations.
Yes,
Wow.
indeed. And so, and you know, as you're saying that, I got to remember, I got to take a step back and remember, you know, I'm over here. I'm in 90 days over here. So I'm
Woo.
getting used to this. But man, as I take a step back, I just got to tell you, yes, indeed, man, it's better than your expectations. Better
Hold
than
on, hold
your
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
expectations.
They don't hear you, so you got to say that again for the people in the back. I'm gonna make you big before you step
All
out.
right. Yeah. 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 So everybody, man, understand that Bossy Boss is trying to let you know that when you deal with Thailand, that
Mm-hmm.
you're dealing with a trip excursion that's going to be better than what you're thinking. What you're thinking. If you haven't been here, you're not able to finish that thought because you have
Right,
to actually go because
right.
it's going to be bigger than what you're thinking. Yes. So
Boom.
think a good thought, and you want to have a good trip when you come. That's going to happen. But
Mm-hmm.
man, leave some room to be surprised. Just leave some room
Woo.
to be surprised. I can tell you that.
And
You know,
that's
we're just
real
trying to tell you.
talk. That's the
That's
realest.
real talk.
That's the realest thing you can say. And outside of that, you can't do
Yeah.
nothing more than that. You can't force a guy to get on the plane. I ain't paying
No.
for nobody. I ain't rich enough if I wanted to. I ain't paying for nobody's ticket. You got to pay for your own ticket. You can't
Yes.
drag and force nobody to get on the plane.
No.
But outside of
They
that,
got to do it from there.
you got to
Yeah.
go. You got.
Yeah. You got to go. You got
It's,
to
it's
go.
only so many ways we can say it, man. It's only so many
Yes.
ways we can.
You
And I get it.
just got to go.
I
You got to
get it.
go.
The main thing, the main inhibitor is that long flight. It is a long
Yeah.
flight.
It
True.
is.
It's a long flight. You got to get over that
And,
flight. It's
and
different
some
ways.
people can't understand that right there. But other than the flight, then hey, it's doable. And they'll probably agree with us at this point. Like, hey guys, yes, it's only the flight at this point. Yeah, well,
Right.
go ahead and still get on that plane
Get up,
because man, them planes
suck
can
it up.
fly their ass off, man,
Suck it
and
up.
just sit back, and drink a glass of wine and fly. Them planes can fly their ass off. Don't worry, just
Yeah.
get on and
Don't
go.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just whatever it takes. If you got to medicate yourself to get on that long flight.
Yes, yeah.
You
What do
gotta
you
go
got to do?
go to the doctor, get you some sleeping pills, or
Yeah,
you want
yeah,
to drink some sauce before you get on, or whatever you got to do.
right.
If you got a little extra money to get some even like nicer accommodations and on the flight, whatever you got to do, take the flight, man. You got to
Ab-
get over the
ab-
flight.
absolutely, absolutely,
And I would say
absolutely.
that flight right now, you know, at one hand, we are coming to a thing to the point where those that will come are going to come, and those that don't will continue to make excuses. They're
Correct.
going to take the easy way out. They're going to go to the little 3-hour flight that's Dominican Republic. They're going to take the little 6-hour flight, 5-6 hour flight to Colombia, or the 9
Right.
10 hour flight to Brazil. And in
Right.
Brazil, that's kind of like 9 or 10 hours where you're flying from. So
Mm-hmm.
on
Mm-hmm.
one hand,
Yeah.
I am cognizant of pushing Thailand because, like you're there. We know what's on the other side, but
Yes.
it is something in the back of my mind. Maybe I shouldn't push it so hard because maybe the guys who ain't coming, maybe they don't need to come.
Ain't
You
coming.
know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Now that's something I learned. When you see something nice, you immediately want to say, hey, you want to turn around and holler at your team and be like, yo, I see this. Y'all see this? Come on.
I see
But
the promised land.
sometimes,
I see the promised land.
yeah. But sometimes I have realized that
Mm-mm,
sometimes
mm-mm,
that beauty is being shown to you.
mm,
And
mm.
so, yes, instinct is to say, hey, come on. But my track record would show that everybody didn't really come on. But I was able to go to another one. Okay, so yes, I'll turn and say, come on. But like you say, I ain't saying it but so much. There's no other way to say it. And if you do, fine. I'll be here and we can throw down together. But if you don't, hey, I still gotta go to where I gotta go.
Right.
And so we'll meet somewhere around the world. But the point is that yes, man, man, what a beautiful life if you can travel. Like I say, neighborhood to neighborhood, city to city, state to state, it all counts as travel.
All
But
counts.
man, we're the international passport bros, man, and we do travel around the world. Boss right here, boss will get on a plane and travel
In a
halfway
minute.
around the world in a
Man,
minute.
only thing that stop me is money. Man, if I had an
Yeah.
unlimited budget, man,
Oh
I'll be
yeah.
worse. I'll be
Yeah,
worse
you
than
be out there.
what?
You can fly. You can fly, bro. You be getting out there, man. Boss be getting
Yeah,
out there.
I get on the
So
plane in a minute.
in a minute, yes. And so, man, go ahead out there and see the world, man. But yeah, boss, man, I'm getting ready to go play, man. But thanks for having me around.
Don't play too hard, man. You know, now it's time to boss to be a hater. Now I'm jealous now. I'm jealous. Don't play too hard, man. Man,
Man,
you need to
I can't.
have fun, man. I'm just playing around. Have fun. You
Yeah,
deserve it, man. You deserve it, man. That's what's
yeah.
up.
I can't play too hard, but they play with me a little bit, man. They hang out with me a little bit. They see who I am. They be like, "Oh yeah, that's the other thing." They see who I am, and that's not a problem either. Because you see, I'm in my 60s now, but understand, I can go out and play right now because they see who I am. But there's a category for me. That's another layer on saying, "Hey man, y'all should come,"
It's
because it's
man,
not going
they
to
got
be
something
like
for
at home.
every
They
literally
got somebody. They got something
everybody,
for
man.
everybody. Don't
Every
worry about it.
lane, every
At home,
lane,
yeah.
every taste, every
Yes,
proclivity for people that's
yes,
into to other stuff. I ain't
yes.
promoting that on
That's
my
right.
channel, but I'm saying to
Yes,
the point they literally have something for everybody.
they got
I'm
something for
like,
everybody.
ay.
Yeah. So even me, I'm gonna be smart. I know my category. Man, I can even go out, have some
You stay in
fun,
your lane.
come
You
on
just stay
back
in
to.
your lane, huh?
Yeah, I'm staying in my lane. I'm real good at staying in my lane, though. I don't have any shame in my game. I'm not all over the place either. I stays in my lanes because within my lane, I'm good. But I have rules too to this game. I cannot come out. I cannot come out too far. So
Uh-oh.
I have to,
He said rules to
stay
the
in my
game.
lane,
He
but
said there's rules
in
to the
my lane.
game, y'all.
Oh, it's rules, baby. I might play around, act like I'm having all that fun, but in real life, I'm disciplined. I can only be right here. Within here, I'm good. Here, oh, y'all stretching, y'all messing up my
Nah,
whole thing
man.
now.
Big fish in a small pond, man. Big fish in a small pond. I get it. I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I ain't gonna hate on you no more. I'm gonna let you get out there and do your
No
thing, man.
problem.
We're gonna
No
do this
problem.
again, definitely. Again and
Yes.
again. Definitely
Yes.
to get you
Yes.
up, get your numbers up. Like I say, that's his channel. Where's Chuck? Make sure you
Thank you.
subscribe. The guy, he is retired now. He has nothing but time, little bit of
Yes.
money. He's all over the place. You don't know where he's going to be. And when he touches down,
Yep.
he's going to stay somewhere at least a month. And he's going to
Yep.
keep moving around. And he's pretty soon, he's going to be moving to another location. I'm going to have him on again, and we're going to run his channel up as he fills out his brand. So make sure
Yes.
you subscribe to my buddy, Where's Chuck. I met him in real life, not no YouTube stuff. I met him in real life in Mexico with Flyboy Way. Shout out to Flyboy Way. I
By
met
the way, wait.
him in real life in Mexico. He's a real dude, a genuine dude, and now he's just doing his thing, man. So support Where's Chuck. Go subscribe to Where's Chuck right now. And that's Real Talk with Big Boss.
Hey, Big Boss, I appreciate that, man. That's real talk. And yes, man, just the Where's Chuck channel, man. We got the brand coming up. But man, I got to tell you, man, it's nothing like meeting good people. Where's Chuck brand stands on the fact that even when I came out in the beginning, man, I was lucky enough to meet some good people. I met Flyboy also, but I met Big Boss Real Talk. And he has been a solid brother the whole time, ever since then. He could call me. I want to be there for him. Even if I call him, he was there for me. And so, man, everybody subscribe to Big Boss Real Talk. And I appreciate being on the channel. And yeah, always remember Where's Chuck. I'm out there, man. We're growing slowly, but we're growing nevertheless.
Nevertheless. All right, sir. Well, with that, I'm going to bid you adieu. You now have permission to leave my channel and go play in the playground that is Phuket,
Yeah.
Thailand. Go play.
I can
Have
only
fun.
say
And be safe.
I can
Be
only say
safe.
it for 1 hour.
I know. Be safe.
Yeah, man. I'll do that. Hey, thanks so much, man. You got a great channel, man. You got a great personality. Big Boss Real Talk, man. Anytime you need me, I'll be around. You give me a call.
Yes, sir. Where's
All
Chuck,
right.
y'all? Where's Chuck? Boom. Then it was only Bossy Boss O'Leary cooking with what? Gas O'Leary. You see how I finesse word Chuck? I finesse him out a whole nother hour. We said we was gonna do this for 1 hour. Look at the timer, man. It's down there 2 hours. See how I finesse? I finesse him. Yeah, yeah, I did. Brought you back. Yeah, he gotta laugh his own self. Yes, sir. And in real time, he's about to go out there and do what it do. So, as you guys know by now, this has been a pre-recorded event. I can go ahead and tell you shit. Like I said, I said the time, right? So by the time you're seeing this, let me do some big boss calculations. I'm not that great with math. Shit. Yeah, damn. That's a long time from now. So you will be seeing this 9 hours in the future. The time that it is right now, for me, pre-recorded on the live stream as private, and I'm going to re-upload this as a premiere. You guys should be watching this in my regular time slot. My time slot, that's normally 7 p.m. Pacific time, Cali time, 7 p.m., 10 p.m. East Coast. Tonight, I will be predisposed, so I won't be live tonight. And so knowing I wouldn't be live, I reached out to Where's Chuck so we can get a quick interview in. I said at least about an hour. It's been 2. Shout out to me. I said I reached out to Where's Chuck to get a quick interview so that I can have something to post during my time slot tonight because the wolves be hungry. I see boss take off too many Saturday nights. Next thing I know, people start going on my time slot, man. They start going on my time slot. Next week, Saturday, should be live. And I think I got a good person or so for the next week. So make sure you follow my community tab on my page. That's where I put things in the future. Matter of fact, this will be on my community tab today. But yada, yada, yada. Thank you guys for coming out. And yes, this was a pre-recorded. And I appreciate anybody who, if you did, right? I don't know, because it's pre-recorded. This is going to be in the future. If anybody donated and gave a super chat during the stream, I appreciate it. If you didn't, it is what it is. But it's all good. But shout out to Where's Chuck? Good guy, older gentleman, retired, and he's just living his best life, going around the world. And man. So Bossy Boss, I plan to do the same thing myself. So so tonight pretty much I will probably should be. By the time you guys are watching this tonight, I will be up in Sacramento up there, you know what I'm saying? And I will be basically, y'all watching this, I'm going to be watching Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever twice, right? I just seen it last weekend, last Sunday. My review will be coming out. Everybody been reviewing it, but it's not a Bossy Boss review. But on some real stuff, my mom had years ago, she adopted this little boy, and so he's a teenager now. But so basically, Bossy Boss got a kid brother. Believe it or not, I'm 51, and I got a kid brother that I think is like 14, right? Because my mom adopted this boy, and so he don't really have his father in his life and nothing like that. So a lot of times when I run up to Sac to go see my mom, I hang out with my little brother, this boy that my mama adopted, right? So I told him, actually, speaking of Thailand, I told him before my Thailand trip, because before, like a lot of my regular viewers know, before I go on most of my trips, I make sure I go to Sac to see my mom. because you never know what happened on these trips, right? You never know what happened on these trips. So I make sure I go to SAC to see my mom. So before I went on this Thailand trip, I went up to SAC, saw my mom, hung out, had breakfast, spent half a day with moms. And then when I was up there, I told my little bro, I said, yo, when I get back from Thailand, around that time, the Wakanda movie should be coming out. I'll take you to go see the Wakanda. Yo, young bud, I know you're probably going to watch it on the bootleg site on the phone, but I'll take you to the movies, popcorn and all. So I told the little bro that I'd take him to go see Black Panther 2. So it came out last weekend. I wasn't able to go up to SAC last weekend. I saw it myself. So this weekend, matter of fact, in a little while, I'll be driving up to Sacramento, hooking up with moms and take my little brother, the little boy that she adopted, taking him to go see it, and probably my mom's too, because she likes Black Panther. So that's basically what I'm doing, telling some of my personal business, you know what I'm saying? Bossy Boss is a real dude. And yeah, I have a shout out to Miss Thumper. She watching this. You know, I have a lady friend too up there in Sacramento too. Like I say, when I go up there to see my moms, you know, I have friends up there too. So I'll be staying at night out there and coming back. So blah blah blah. Telling too much of my business. So that's what I'll be doing. So while you guys are watching this, probably the same time, I'll probably be inside a theater watching Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever. For me, the second time, but I'm going to take my little kid brother to go see it, because I told him I was going to do it before I went to Thailand. Boss a man of his word, you know what I'm saying. After either before or after, probably go out for dinner and all the stuff. So basically, I won't be here in the home studio to host the Saturday Night Live. That's why I needed a segment. And shout out to Where's Chuck for being agreeable to record. But, you know, everything comes together. We've been rocking out for 2 hours. To me, it was a great interview. Where's Chuck really showcased himself, showcased his personality. He gave his why, his reason. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, he was born overseas, born in Japan. And, you know, when he grew up in the States, he was living all over the States, man. He didn't live nowhere for more than a year coming up. So his DNA is about travel. First, national travel, and now international travel that he's retired. So everywhere he goes, he stays for at least a month or more. He's still, you know, fleshing out his channel. So I'm going to work with him the same way I work with Kings and Dreams, QB Passport Flexion, Learn Crypto, Domain Let's Learn Spanish, and others. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's up. And shout out to Travelversity, Travelversity, who passed me, man. Shout out, man, Travelversity, man. As of now, right? What? 4K? Wow. Shout out to Travelversity. Ran it all the way up, man. You passed me and Razor Ray. Shout out to Razor Rays. Razor Rays just passed a 3K. He's at 3.15 now. Shout out to Razor Ray. Razor Rays has passed a 3K. But shit, the Travelversity 4K, man. That's what's up. I like to see that, man. So, Bossy Boss, I got a few things up my sleeve to boost my channel up. But like I say, man, no excuse. Shout out to No Excuse Rob, no excuse, no pun intended. Shout out to him. But no excuse for myself. Working 2 jobs, man. Working 2 jobs. Not 1 job, working 2 jobs and trying to do a YouTube for a little over a year. So, you know, it is what it is. We're going to run it up. We are definitely going to run it up. It is what it is. Thailand, what can I say? Thailand is real. Thailand is real, just like Brazil. Still love Brazil, though, too. Ooh, do not get it twisted. I love Brazil. Oh, man. Like I say, to me, Thailand, Brazil is 1A, 1B, or 1B, 1A. Razor's edge. They about the same. But on an overallism, Thailand might take it. But very close. I love Brazil. Boss got to get back to Brazil. Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo, and other parts of Brazil I want to see. Fortaleza. And shout out to Philly Dom, man. Shout out to Philly Dom. He's a real one. He recently put out a lot of good videos about Brazil. He had this one, we was talking to this one, African-American matrix chick that's living in Brazil. She's teaching English, I believe, Fortaleza, I believe it was. And she was breaking it down on about the good, the bad, the ugly. Like I said, I love Brazil, but I know Brazil does have some racism. It does. And she was breaking down the racism and the classism in Brazil. That was a good interview. So make sure you also go check out Philly Dom and Philly Dom's latest video, where it's a longer live stream. And then he was smart enough, some of the key parts she was talking about, especially when she was talking about the low-key racism and classism in Brazil, he smartly chopped that out and made that his own video. So make sure you go watch and subscribe if you're not to Philly Dom. The Philly Dom, shout out to Philly Dom in Brazil. And of course, always give a shout out to my nephew. I call my nephew, he's not my real nephew, obviously, right? Y'all know who I'm talking about by now. The youngster, Austin Holloman. Shout out to Austin Holloman, a youngster. Again, he's 1 year younger than my son. My son is older than him, right? My son is 24 and Austin 23. My son is older than him. So I'm literally old enough to be his dad, but I'll call him my nephew. He figured it out in a major way. That's what's up. And so the new generation of guys coming up, watching us old heads, watching the youngsters like Austin Holloman, man, you have options. You have options. You don't have to put up with BS. What did Peter Parker, Uncle Ben say? With great power come great responsibility. So with the power of the passport to travel, it comes responsibility. You're going to have to get your money right. You're going to have to get your paper right, your finances. But once you get in the mind frame to start traveling, that will you backwards engineer, and you start figuring out ways, to get your money up. And then you can even start researching ways to make money overseas, especially if you're technically savvy. The main way is always going to be pretty much internet, some kind of internet type job. You're working remotely on the internet for these American-based countries, and or teach English. Teach English. I guess that's a hack. But I always tripped on teaching the English. I figured you have to know the other language too. I mean, how you just know English, but you don't know the other language, right? But I don't know. But yeah, but like what I'm saying is, once you take that first step and get your mind in the mind frame of traveling, going overseas, each trip trying to stay longer and longer, from 1 week to 2 weeks to a month to 3 months to 6 months to 6 months or a year at a time, and being extended overseas and maybe eventually living and moving overseas, it's going to take money. So therefore, since you know that, you can start making the steps at home, how to structure your finances and make the move certain ways to set yourself up for greatness, to make it till you can live overseas, whatnot, or travel. So that's why traveling is just very good. I wish, again, I say it almost every stream, I wish I would have started at a younger age. If I would have traveled at a younger age and saw what I saw and know what I know now, right? It would have basically forced me, not forced, but it basically would have forced me to think differently, right? In my 20s or even 30s or, early 40s, I would have thought differently and I would have moved differently because I would have had a different end goal. But my mind was just stuck on the matrix, stuck on the plantation, stuck in America. And that's all I know. That's all I wanted to know. So even my end goal was just doing everything here. If I'd have had my mind frame thinking abroad, I would have moved differently. So I'm doing that now. I wish I would have did it younger. So shout out to the guys who get it at a young age. And it's never too late, guys like myself, guys like where's Chuck? Shout out to guys like General Taylor Made, expat type dudes who are older in their 50s, if not 60s, who retired, right? Older guys who retire and expat. From that to younger guys who can figure it out on the internet, all different ages, man. It's never too late. It's never too late. It probably might be a little too early for some, but it's never too late. You can do it. You just have to do it. Wherever your happy place is, for some people, They love Colombia. Some people love the DR. A lot of people love Brazil, Europe, different parts of Africa, the continent of Africa, different countries in Africa. I still have to hit Africa, and I will hit Africa, God willing. If the good Lord say the same, right? If the good Lord say the same, Boss will be celebrating his birthday in Africa in 2023. I just don't know what country, right? People say Africa's a continent. Duh, I know it's a continent. I'm saying it. In the continent of Africa, one of those countries, one of the countries, the 54 countries in Africa, maybe Wakanda. Shout out to Wakanda, which I'm going to see a second time tonight. Oh, man. Wait for the review, man. Wait for the review. I pretty much know what the review going to be. But I'm going to flesh it out. And, you know, it's probably good. I'm going to see it a second time, right? I'm going to see it a second. I know what I already think because I've seen it already. But I'm going to watch it again. I'm going to see it for a second time. And very shortly after that, sometime this week, I'll make the Big Boss review from Oakland, Wakanda, about Wakanda. You see what it is right here. You see what it is. So if anybody could talk about Wakanda, Bossy Boss can talk about Wakanda. Wakanda forever. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a review for that. But other than that, thank you guys for coming out. We are like 2 hours, 15 minutes or whatnot. Thank you guys for coming out, rocking with Bossy Boss. I know when I have premieres and they're not live, I get lower numbers. So I already get, I already don't get that super high numbers in the first place. I already don't get super high numbers even when I'm live. And then once people figure out it's a premiere, pre-recorded, the numbers go even lower. But I normally get the same people that rock with me, and I know who they are. So shout out. Oh, and while I'm at it, shout out to Mr. Mister. I said his name earlier. Mr. Mister at the top of my list, a new moderator. I also added Mad Cow, some moderator. And I'm remiss because even though this is in the future or past, I already know Felicia Jordan is on it, man. So it took me over 2 hours to shout you out, Felicia Jordan, because this is pre-recorded. But I already know Felicia Jordan is on it. I know Tim Howard 5 is on it. So shout out to my main two moderators, Felicia Jordan and Tim Howard. Now I have, I think, 10 moderators, but half of those moderators are just, my people that rock with Bossy Boss. Basically they got an honorary wrench. They don't even show up half the time. Shout out to them. I gave them a wrench because I'm the one that gave it to them, but I gave them the wrench because they rock with Bossy Boss in a real way. So shout out to my honorary moderators, but a super shout out to my real moderators who actually moderate, Felicia Jordan and Tim Howard. Shout out to Love Entertainment. Shout out to LJ 2014. Shout out to shout out. Damn, I gave him rinse. JJ, who's really a super honorary, but hey, JJ saved my life on my birthday last year in Brazil. I think I talked about it. I'll bring that story up again. HD Chillin', moderator and a great supporter, especially financially, always giving your boy cash apps. Mad Cow, shout out to Mad Cow, who did donate when I was in the Miss Thumper's village. He helped for me to purchase a fan for Miss Thumper's granddad. Shout out to Miss Thumper's granddad. So shout out to Matt Kyle for that. And of course, Mr. Mister. Docus and Navigator, man. You next up. When I hit that 2K, the next moderator is going to be Docus the Navigator. Bossy Boss, man. I remember, I know people who rock with Bossy Boss, man. Even if I don't say it all the time, I have a long memory. I remember my friends and I remember my enemies. Don't never think I don't. I remember my friends and I remember my enemies. And speaking on that, Smoke videos will be starting again soon. I think you guys know why, but this is not that kind of segment. Smoke videos will be starting soon. Eventually, I'm gonna put up some health videos. Boss, I'm getting back on my health regimen. I gotta put the health videos up. I gotta put the health videos on my health channel. I have a whole health channel with no videos. So health videos, health-related topic videos will be on the health channel. Smoke videos will be starting back against you know who. On the podcast channel, it is what it is. And on a real talk, I got a bunch of footage still from this Thailand trip that I gotta, But Wakanda forever. Big boss, real talk. Thank you guys for rocking out with Bossy Boss on the pre-recorded, you know what I'm saying? Not quite live, but if you rock with Boss, you rock with Boss. It is what it is. And as I drop myself down and you look at this beautiful thumbnail, if I say myself, this thumbnail is the scenic of Thailand, Phuket. Phuket, southern Thailand island area. I mean, it looked like something off Avatar, man. It's just Thailand have so many different levels, man, from the islands to the big cities to the party towns. It's just lit. Thailand, Team Thailand and Team Brazil. Rock out, marvel at the thumbnail at Thailand and rock out to some tunes. And Bossy Boss is out. And as always, real talk with Big Boss Alini from Oakland, California. Cooking with what? Gasolini. Oh, man. Oh man, not the boss.
Big boss, big boss, big boss, and you know it's real talk. Big boss, big boss, big boss, and you know it's real talk. Big boss, big boss, big boss, and you know it's real talk. Big boss, big boss, big boss, and you know it's real talk.
Oh man, not the boss. Bossolini, cooking with gas, old lady.